that she didn't touch me. She didn't lay a hand on me. She didn't lay a single body part on me. That she had nothing to worry about. But it just didn't matter because looks like we may be having a kitten over here anyway.
Mm.
You what now?
I have no clue. I'm drunk. No. Because it's a special night tonight.
Is that a bestiality joke?
I think it is.
I think it was.
I've used one of those in the past. You just got to go through all the jokes.
Remind me to never horse around with you. You might take it too far.
He takes it way too serious. Way too serious.
Just don't act like a jackass.
Oh, no. No. All right. What's going on, everybody? It's Thursday night. Y'all, by now, should know what that means.
Pork and beans.
Pork and beans.
Pork and beans.
I can't even see this. See, that's all I got is the.
Nope, I got comments.
You got comments? All right. Well, then you're in charge of comments.
I got nothing on the
I got nothing. Anyway, we are Figure Action. Come at you
Yay!
live every Thursday night here on YouTube, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Tonight's a very special night. It's our 100th episode. So we're going to have a discussion at the end of for this show. You're part of the show. We've got 100 of these, I haven't been around for 100 of them.
If you're
important too, Dave.
Non-main shows, Dave, then you've had 100 episodes.
That's true. There were a lot of cards.
B-sides. There's things that we sometimes never do.
Besides the point.
More often. We've been doing
Didn't you have your own episode too, Dave? Didn't you have your own episode?
No, I have
no. You unboxed. You unboxed.
Yeah, you had your own unboxing episode.
Remember? Oh, I did an unboxing, and I did do the Harley Quinn review. I threw on here.
Yeah, you did the Overwatch figures. You unboxed, right?
Yes, I did unbox those, and then sold them.
And then we bought them for $5 ish.
Right.
If I could turn back time. Anyway, on the topic of B-sides, make sure that you not only subscribe to us if you haven't. Yes. I already made that besides the point joke. Come on, T. But if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. And that way you'll see when we come out with additional content. We had an episode, we had a B-side earlier this week where, well, actually, technically it was earlier this week where we went over and talked about the new Siege cartoon from Netflix. And give that a listen. Yeah. Give that a listen because we want to, and be sure to drop some comments on that because we want to know what you guys thought of the show.
I wasn't on that, so 8 out of 10. There, no, that's my contribution.
There you go.
Yep.
You just threw the average off, by the way.
Yeah, you did. You really threw the average off.
We did get a nice comment on that B-side that we did, saying good video and all that good stuff, and that T-Man should not.
Wow, that was a hell of a time to freeze.
I thought he did.
I really hope that was intentional.
I think that's like he has a bandwidth button where he's like, I'm going to transfer my bandwidth over to Joe.
There's great.
There's the next.
Hang on, let me do a solo layout. I need to hit print screen on that.
Oh my god, I'm calling it right now. I want everyone right now. You guys take that picture. I want to see on Instagram.
Yeah.
Hashtag Figure Action Joe.
Do shop.
Your worst. Hashtag Figure Action Joe. I got no prize for you. I don't care. I want to see what you guys do.
Your prize is I will personally donate 1,200 Figure Action points from my own personal stash.
I will match that. I will match that.
You don't have that many.
Then I will have you owe it to me. The only thing better that would be if T-Man's tripod collapsed, but
I'm gonna make sure the legs are out.
Are we having penis jokes this early in the show?
I mean,
quit dicking around and let's get back on topic.
All right.
That wouldn't be so unlike us.
So anyway, be sure to check out that B-side and oh, there he is. He's back. Joe, would you like to see the magic that was Eve freezing? Because
it was beautiful.
Do you have that like screenshot already?
Yep.
That could have been more perfect timing.
So
the weird thing was I could still hear audio just fine for like maybe 10 seconds after that, and then all of a sudden everything went black.
So what is our content? What was our criticism for T-Man before you were so rudely interrupted by a higher force?
It was just someone had said, it was a good video and everything, and that T-Man should not be eating while we're streaming. It was like a very, it's, it's an unwritten rule or something like that you should not eat while you're streaming.
Someone gave a shit for playing with toys while we were streaming. Like, it's a fucking toy podcast.
That must have been the first episode you watched, because we're drinking, we're eating, we're mumbling, we're sleeping.
Sometimes we're just 5 of us. No one's paying attention.
Yeah, we're just still staring at the camera.
You can't see our face because it's a toy face.
T's gonna come out. He's gonna be eating a whole big bowl of berries, playing with Unicron, and
I would not have a presidential finger. It would be a thumb.
Yeah, that's how you know.
I watched the show where the dude was eating a whole bushel of crabs.
So that was a bushel of crabs review.
There has to be a joke to be made there somewhere.
Yeah, that was Krabby Patty Reviews, man. You stumbled on the wrong channel there.
Yeah, you got.
They're talking about some serious topics, and all you hear is.
I want like one of those shitty judge shows, like your Judge Joe Brown. They've got like a whole bunch of like, I mean, it's funny. Like when we're on vacation and we had the TV on all day for the dogs. Yes, for the people that leave the TV on for the dogs. Like, they have Judge Jerry Springer now. Like apparently Jerry Springer's a judge. Go fucking figure. Go figure. Yeah, and he's like it's like not even a real courtroom. It's like a green screen right now because of COVID. So it's like you have people on webcams, and then Jerry's got like a fucking green screen of a courthouse.
All right,
but there's something that's odd as hell. Is that Judge Judy changed her hairstyle recently, and it's fucking ridiculous looking. Like you've seen her look the same way for however many fucking the hundreds of years she's been on TV.
And so has it totally killed your fantasies now?
No, it's made them better. It's gonna be more ammo.
She looks like great value Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Ginsburg, yes. And I don't think anyone's actually seen this lower half of her body, so it could be a Darth Maul situation.
Like one day it's like spider legs.
Or Davros, for you Doctor Who fans out there.
Exactly.
Because
I'm not a techie internet guy. Is this? I guess for this case we need to look at my upload speed. Is that? I don't even know what that is.
It's acceptable for streaming.
Well, apparently I had a hiccup. I've been having a lot of those lately. Oh, this seems like this is related to some of the stats that I was gonna talk about.
All right, let's get into it.
Yeah, before we do our
I'm gonna believe
which one of us is the sexy one? That's what I want to know.
All of us.
I don't think.
I think she's talking about the purple space in between us. The sexy background.
No, I know exactly what she's talking about.
Yeah. She's gonna have that picture on her phone background later tonight.
Yeah.
Could be worse. You could have that printed into a pillowcase.
No, she's gonna get it on the ceiling. She's gonna get a big poster of that on the ceiling
with that finger.
Could you offer that in the figure action
in the Fab shop? Yeah, probably. Yeah.
No, what I would do is I'd do like the creation of man painting with Joe.
Actually, no lie, you should probably just make that into a post. I would, if you did that, I would buy one and put it up here in the man cave.
Would you? Well,
I would. I have very low standards.
Would you put it next to the what is it? You got a picture of a really hot chick over there on the wall.
Oh, fat Aspen up here on the wall.
Would you put it next to that?
I would put it over it. I'd cover her face.
Oh,
here.
Wow.
The worst part is it's going to be 8 months. It's going to be 10 months from this episode. He's going to be announcing the birth of his next child. After that, once he gets that face up there.
No.
He's like,
no.
Oh.
They are
All right, rerail.
Joe. So the statistics. Let's go on that.
Oh, are we gonna do statistics now? Let's do.
Yeah, why not? We'll change it up.
So I was curious because I was figured it's 100 episodes. So let's look at some stats. And wouldn't you know, related to Katie's comment, 100% of our viewers are male. 100% until today, because Katie chimed in.
Epic was watching for a while.
Yeah,
and right now though,
and
also watches every show.
And the dude that falls asleep, his
fiance watches.
His fiance watches.
Okay, what is her name again? I keep forgetting every week.
They identify
Lex log in as a female
on YouTube in their YouTube account. So
your statistics are already blown out of the water.
Well,
we already don't trust you.
Ladies, I'm not going to see what you are watching. Go into your YouTube settings and check female. Help us out.
Make sure you're a chick.
And of those 100% men, it's between the ages of 35 and 44 years old. So we need more ladies, and I guess we need more old ladies. Maybe
that's the Transformers age right there.
Yeah, well,
you know what though, my wife will be very pleased because she'll have no reason for the jealousy to rear its ugly head, which I have no idea why.
Check this out. Guess our top video, most popular video.
I think it's that one that Adrian did for the Lightan review.
Nope. No, that's in there. It's in the top 10. It's the Go Lion. The Go Lion Mini Plus. 7,773 views.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
I still haven't built that.
Number 2, Soul Jigokin Volts. Number 3, B-side, episode 2, Star Trek Picard.
Ooh, that's
number
us, man.
4. Look, here we go. Disney Toy Box Stitch review with Parts Former. 1,667 views. DC Multiverse Harley Quinn. I believe that was yours, Dave, right?
Hell yeah. I got 2 in the top 5, baby.
Here's another one. Live unboxing of Hasbro's new Overwatch figures featuring True Starscreamer.
There you go. See, look, Joe.
Then Gold Lightan. Then another Parts Former with a Jazz Fortnite Crackshot review.
I don't even know where that thing is.
And then here's finally our main show, Figure Action, episode 1 at number 9. And then live at TFCon, number 10.
Nice.
I was about to say, that taught us one thing, that they don't like us talking to each other. They just want to talk about other content.
We need to do more talking about toys, I guess, or more toy reviews.
They want to see.
I mean,
stuff.
Go figure that toy reviews are popular. You know, you think they would be?
Maybe when COVID is over, we can get together and sit together and talk about a toy for an hour.
That's a good idea.
We could do that now. Screw COVID.
I will say this: when I get Casa de Lutwak 2.0 and I get that nerd cave all set up, I will do a video for the setup on that.
Oh, I thought he was going to say he'd invite us all over, but I guess fuck that. We're not invited. He's like, I'm going to show you a video of what it looks like, but y'all stay the hell home.
Do you guys want to drive 6 hours down?
It would be nice to be asked. Okay, it would be nice to be asked.
I want more of that.
Two more quick things here. Can you take a guess at what the most popular operating system that we're viewed on?
Probably iOS.
I say Android.
Android is number 1. iOS is number 2. And whatever Kai OS is dead last. We've got Kai OS, BlackBerry, Wii.
Somebody's watching us on a Wii.
Yeah, today's down.
A BlackBerry?
Windows Mobile. Someone has a Windows Mobile phone out there watching us.
Nightwing them. Upgrade your damn phone.
Yeah. And believe it or not, this is when the one I thought was unbelievable. Believe it or not, 50% of the viewership lifetime of this channel is United States. Only 50%.
No,
the rest is UK, right?
Than I would have thought.
I would have thought UK would be number 2, but Philippines is number 2.
Really?
Followed by the UK, then Italy, and then Hong Kong. That's crazy.
We're an international bunch.
And I think that might be where that Kai OS might be from. Maybe that's from Hong Kong.
Once we go to the Philippines and we're all famous there.
Well, okay. I'm going to say that
there's like people with the Dave shirt.
It's like that episode of Firefly where Jane is the statue in one town, Janestown. Remember that?
Transformer.
I was going to say the episode of Family Guy with Quagmire being in the Korean soap opera, but
Oh yeah.
but I like the Jane one better.
It's like we wonder like why like the Dave shirt got taken off Teespring, and it turns out like the Philippines bought them all. But we can't make them anymore.
Winston's gonna be old tomorrow.
I'm gonna say this: how many people with those except for the one with the Kai one? How many of those think are people using VPNs though? They're just bouncing their signal off a VPN.
That's a lot of work for us.
So
I don't know, but can a VPN be used on all these programs? Like, I understand they could be used on Windows and all that, but like a Roku, PlayStation, you can VPN through those.
Like the Fire Stick was popular for a while because it had a VPN function. Also, let's take a quick second to wish Winston a happy early birthday as he's turning
happy birthday
47 tomorrow.
Okay. You knew that had to happen.
And many more.
Carter Robot, thank you very much for the congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. But yeah, no, like you can run a VPN on a lot of small devices. Like a Wii, no, you can't run a VPN there. But I'm pretty sure through basically every commercial streaming device that's out there, you can. I know Fire Stick for sure. I'm not sure. We have a few Chromecasts in the house. I never even bothered to check, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Sponsored by a VPN, heck, we're not even sponsored by Raid. We're not even sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah, if you're listening, Dave will tell you all day about how like he's doing great in Raid Shadow Legends, and you can go on to raidshadowlegends.com/TrueStarScreamer, and you get exclusive battle points and some character that he's going to tell you is exclusive. But
which one of y'all is selling the Lawnmower 2.0?
Oh yeah, there you go. I think T-Man could do a good Raid Shadow Legends commercial.
He'd be awesome at a Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah.
For me, I want Blue Apron. That's who I want. Send me those ingredients. Joe, you should get Manscaped, Joe, just show your head.
Which one?
I don't think it's for that. I think it's for the down under.
Just saying.
Now that we've all sufficiently jerked ourselves off to our statistics, now back to us.
Well, let's before we get in, we got quite a bit to talk about tonight. Before we get into it, let's find out how everybody's doing, how their week's been. We're going to start off with True Star Screamer. Dave, you should have known the moment you bent over. Giggity.
Anyway, I have not picked up anything this week. I've been cleaning up and taking stuff down and boxing things up.
I missed a golden opportunity. I should have said how you been doing.
That's okay. I mean, the boxing. I will say this. I'm so thankful I did this. I am so thankful because I don't have to worry about my Marvel Legends now. But I have boxed up all the figure arts. I'm starting to work through the third-party stuff. I mean, all those boxes I've been hoarding, they've been going through they're packaged up, boxed up. I mean, I actually threw out all my Power Ranger Lightning Collection boxes. That broke my heart because I love the artwork on them. But I've been kind of doing like a whole little, it's like going through a time machine of all the third party.
Yeah, I was about to ask because you posted those pictures in the chat.
Yeah, I mean, I've gone through figures I didn't even realize I forgot I had, like that weird Metsuba Ultra Magnus thing. I actually got a little more of appreciation for old fans project stuff, mostly because of the fact I could box them in robot mode. But I mean, going through those bad Q transformations were making me cry. I went through a modern Takara Sunstreaker, and then in half the time of transforming Sunstreaker, I transformed Red Alert, Sideswipe, and Tiger Tracks. Going through those old versus new things. It kind of reminded me that a complex transformation does not make a good figure. So it was just kind of neat, actually handling some of these old figures again, even if they're being boxed up, and hopefully to be put on display again.
You didn't break any, did you?
The only thing I broke was an SIC Kiwami KT, which is basically a 3.75-inch figure, where I broke one of the hands off the peg. And so I went to see how much it cost to replace them, because those KTs are like only like $20, $20. And of course, the one I broke up, hand I broke off sells for $125.
Of course.
My shipwreck, his hand just broke.
Wait,
is that breaking news?
Yeah. Wait, which shipwreck, D?
My 25th anniversary shipwreck.
Yeah. I mean, of course, the whole thing of, since I'm not buying anything right now, saves me a lot of angst. Oh, wait, I did get 2 things, but they're already boxed up. Because I traded off my entire Star Wars Black collection, and I ended up getting a Mezco Netflix Daredevil, and I got a Mezco Moon Knight white costume. They're boxed up right now, but I now have 3 Mezco.
Is it the Proto Daredevil or the Daredevil?
I believe the Daredevil.
Okay.
I mean, I know
that's
that
a good trade, though.
Oh, Liz,
good trade on both sides, I think. If you really like Star Wars,
exactly. But I'll be honest, most of what I sold him was
quantity.
It was quantity. I mean, it was mostly not Phantom Menace. The first series from. Oh God, I'm actually blanking on.
You don't even know what was in there.
The first series of Black.
You know Star Wars
because it was like I want to say it was like Han Solo, Obi-Wan, Boba Fett.
No. Well, actually, I sold. No, he got 2 Boba Fetts. He got the first Boba Fett, the 40th anniversary carded Boba Fett, and he got a Jango Fett. So he got some figures that are going to be pretty good.
A deal he won't refit.
Well, here's the thing, though. All those figures are also being reissued right now with better paint
and real face sculpt.
Exactly. So I hate to say it, those figures are not appreciating as much.
At least for Jango.
You got a good deal then.
That's one of the reasons why I got rid of them all. I got rid of all those old Rays without the old face paint. So yeah, I know I got some crazy hair. I've just been working in this room. I'm sweating my tail off.
Now, Dave, did you get a chance to mess with them, or did they go right into packing?
They went straight in the bin, so they are. I'm not going to see them until I get the new house.
Yeah,
I'm getting a new apartment first, and then I get a house.
So you're not even. They're going to skip this next stop and go straight to the end house, whenever or wherever that may be.
Exactly. I'm getting all my stuff. It's all going into a pack rat, and then that pack rat goes into storage for a while. Then when we get the house, the pack rat will get delivered over there.
Climate controlled.
Yep, and insurance on it. I did not go cheap on that. The house is getting repainted, and we just put the coming soon sign going on the market. We've already had 4 calls on the house, and it hasn't even gone on the market yet. So cross your fingers. This place, I hope, will sell quickly.
What is MP10 doing to that trailer back there?
Huh?
He is
left side.
Yeah.
He's inserting the trailer.
Yeah, right.
That's how roller's made.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's been my week. I should
Good
probably transform
stuff.
this guy while I'm here.
All right, next up, a man who has formed parts approximately 100 times on this show. Matt Partsformer. How you doing?
Oh.
I said approximately. I think he missed like 10. Yeah.
I'll say I've created 100 episodes. How about that?
Exactly. Yeah.
I've created 100 episodes. Been here since.
He is the Wilt Chamberlain of when it comes to creating episodes.
I am.
I am old making that joke.
I am doing splendidly. Feeling good this week, and I had a Kevin-sized haul this week. I don't even know where to begin. It's just stuff that I've paid for since like November, December, throughout the beginning of this year, and then the COVID backup, and now all of a sudden I have everything sort of hitting at once, and I had 4 different package drops this week. Giggity.
He's exaggerating. Kevin would have had like 10 more figures.
Well, that's true, and then like I don't have doubles of anything, so you're right. I'm already wrong. As for in-store pickups, I'll hit real quick. I'm a big fan of Shantae games, and that's the only merch that I know. Yeah, Amazon had it. I don't usually get pops, but I like Shantae, and it's the only merch that I think exists besides a statue that's overpriced. So I got that. And also in store, so I was on vacation last week to the beach. I got a 30-minute
Peach.
missions. Porta Nova space. And here he is. I built him. He's
You
pretty
bought
cool.
that
nice.
at the beach?
Well, that
What's
looks
that?
awesome.
You bought that at the beach?
No, I bought it at Barnes & Noble before he
Huh.
went to the beach. So I had it at the ready.
Did
Yeah,
it
he's
take
pretty
you-
cool. He doesn't – this joint right here is really weak, which, as you can imagine, makes it kind of difficult to stand.
Did it take you 30 minutes or less?
As far as you know. And let me see. Upon returning from said beach, I was met by Mr. Joe Crab, who was kind enough to supply me with his, thank you, his Android 17. Joe, what company is this? There's lots of things on this box.
I don't. I
Anyway,
couldn't tell you.
it's the KO. He kept the super version and then gave me the
Open that
Dragon
box
Ball
and
Z.
show the people. I don't think that they realize what
They
that
believe
box
me?
is. Yeah.
So inside, I mean, he gave the box inside of the box is just in shit condition. He just
It's
shook it up like a maraca, and the pieces are everywhere. So I can't hold it up, but it's 17.
There we go.
I got him because I got the pre-order in for 18, and you can't have 17 without 18. You can, but you'd be a monster.
What about 1 through 16? Well, you
we
have
only know
16. What about 1 through 15?
And then he was kind enough to. I was going to order Ultra Instinct
Oh.
Goku, and he's like, "Hey, I've cobbled one together from spare parts. Let me give you that one." So
Wait, do you have 16?
I do. I have 16.
Did 16 get you 20?
Only on Mondays.
It was consensual.
The hair on this guy is actually really cool. It's like it's. I don't know if you can see it, but it catches the light really good.
It's a little fluorescent.
It's fluorescent. It's transparent, as one of the reviewers.
Well, that's
of the
not
band
the
would
official
say.
head, right?
No, that's the. Is that the demonic outfit?
Yes, it is.
Yes. So to
That's
move
an
along,
official body, though.
It is. It's one of the best Goku bodies, if you should ask me.
And you are a connoisseur.
You know what you're
This
talking
is
about.
one
I got
hell
a
of a
beast
haul.
box. This is a beast box.
Oh, I still need one of those.
Teardrop.
Teardrop. He's an alligator. He's really cool. They still got to work on their tolerances. But besides that, he's fun to mess with. Nate Simmons, Nate's Toys and Collectibles, had his people over in China hunting this guy down for me at a good price. So he sent that my way. I was out of the reformatted line, but god damn it, Pake's review made me get this guy, which I haven't even opened yet. This came today.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, now that's an obligation for how many more?
It's
Are they
not
selling
'cause
them all individually?
I don't have the what's his name? I don't have Voss, and I'm not getting the other one because I don't need them all. So
Yes, you do.
You need
Shut up.
Tarn.
oh, I have Tarn. I have Tarn.
Oh,
And,
you have Tarns?
yeah, I've got.
You need the electric
There they
chair
are.
guy?
Okay, so
Oh,
you.
yeah, the electric chair guy.
Well, there you go. You need what? 3 more?
Joe, shut up. So.
Well, no. Technically, he would need Voss, Tarn. Well, no, he's Tarn. So Voss. God, what is the? Yeah.
Are they selling them all individually or?
Individually,
the Pet and Nickel are a 2-pack. And,
Do you really need Pet and Nickel?
you don't. That's not part of the.
Not really, unless you want to have like
That makes me sad that everybody skips.
Oh God, what is the name of the? I'm losing it. You know, like Dave called him the electric chair guy, and I completely lost.
Hey,
No, he's right there.
okay.
And he's got the electric chair guy.
Yeah, I got him. But what's the big dude's name? I can't remember. And someo's probably screaming at us in the chat.
Thesaurus.
Thank you.
Helix
Thank
and
you.
Thesaurus. So the one you have is Helix.
Yeah. So, also, I forgot to mention, T was kind enough to 8.5 years ago. He bought me this, and it finally got here. He said he saw something on Wish that made him think of me, and I think he's actually more thinking of my wife. But that's okay because it looks like my wife.
We're all thinking about your wife.
All right with that. I got me a Hush Batman.
I am so jealous.
Batman. And T, there's my sticker placement. So
Oh,
it could always be worse.
yeah.
Those stickers peel off real easy.
I am
might have
very
to do
jealous
that.
of you, gentlemen.
2 last things. So I went off the.
Oh, now it's his turn. to
Oh
freeze.
no.
Hang on. Snipping tool time.
Oh, get some better internet.
and he's doing the hand rub sign.
I
can imagine what I'm gonna
maybe he's
get.
Praying. Is he praying?
I got it.
I wonder if he knows. Oh, he should still be able to hear us.
Night of 100 freezes.
I'm glad. Hey, I went through fine. I survived just fine.
You did. What's crazy is he's still there. He has not
Did you see a monkey
dropped out. He's just there, preserved. It's like he's frozen in carbonite.
The way he'd want it to be.
We need
well,
that
that's gonna be my Matt Photoshop. Is it's gonna be that frozen in carbonite.
There you go. Now he's finally dropped out completely. Oh, Nightwing says, who will be next to freeze?
Oh boy, we're getting spam.
I mean, odds would say
Salacious
He-Man,
rum.
right? But who knows? I don't think Zero's ever frozen out. I think he's got that high quality internet.
I do. I got the.
You're plugged directly into your router. Too,
I am hardwired in, and I got that big, fancy schmancy BIOS router.
I used to be able to fake freezing pretty well. It's actually not a joke. I used to do that to you guys all the time just to mess with you.
While we wait for the Matt Man to return, Joe, how the hell are you? And did you get anything cool? Oh wait, he's back.
Is he back though?
He's back.
He is back.
My MacBook Air just totally forgot my network. It's like it dumped it.
And did I mention our second contest this month? If you can, I'll take these pictures and alter Matt's face to whatever you like.
Christ.
There you go.
Okay. Let me get through this before it knocks it out again.
All right, go on.
It's looking like DS.
Oh, look at that.
I got a TB League Purgatory, and she is amazing. I mean, boobs aside. I did not realize how cool these figures were until I messed with it again. Boobs aside.
What did a butt look like?
Zoop.
I think you need to do a
haven't seen
review
it.
featuring Parts Former on that, and I might buy one.
Right.
You think?
I think you need to do a review in front of your wife, like on camera, so we can see her face as you review it.
She already messed with it when I got it.
All right, hold on. Let's take this to the just bump it up to level 10. Paint your wife red. Put her in a black bikini, and film it. A review,
and then send it to you,
and then send it to only me in 4K.
All right, last
he
thing,
did all of that except for the filming part.
There is a unicrotch.
That is a unicrotch and a half.
Yep, I got through Nate's Toys and Collectibles. I got me a Zeta. I'm sorry, Studio One Unicron. So
yeah, Zeta never made one.
I've barely had a chance to mess with him. He's awesome. Blah, 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 blah. There's tons of reviews. He's cool. So that's it. I think that's everything.
That was one hell of a haul.
I'm very happy with it.
That might be a Kevin. Never mind.
That might be a Kevin. So thank you all for putting up with my shitty internet connection. Back to you, Jordan.
All right. Well, actually, technically back to Joe, because we started with his. We're like, I don't know if Matt's coming back.
Back to you, Joe.
I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. I got 2 great hauls, which only one I can show you. I got this guy here.
The other one was from Adam and Eve.
And I don't know what that is. This is awesome. I love this thing. I love the cape. I love everything about it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I'm jealous of Catwoman.
And I'll show you just because I guess this is a thing because they decided to put the stickers everywhere. My sticker was literally like right over his face. So I was going to say, like, if anyone is a mint in box collector and they saw that, they probably would have freaked out because I did damage the clear.
Is this the first time you guys ordered stuff from Amazon Japan that wasn't transformed?
Oh, no, I ordered from Amazon Japan. And I love their packaging. I love how they, like, vacuum pack stuff to, like, the cardboard so it doesn't fly around in the box. But, yeah, for some reason, the barcodes on this, they just went everywhere. So,
didn't they used to put it on the shrink wrap?
No.
Normally, when I get stuff from them, it's down here on the bottom of the box.
Yeah. Jordan's just like, could you be more wrong?
Well, no, because I bought a bunch of stuff like Fig Arts and all from Amazon Japan, and a lot of times stuff that's not Transformers tends to come in a shipping box or a little shipper, And it's just like, that sort of stuff doesn't tend to, you don't really notice when it's on a shipper.
Gotcha. The other thing I got, which is, this is what I'm really excited about. This is like the best haul I've ever had. And I have a picture of it, so I'll just share that picture. There it is there.
Oh, yeah.
That is one hell of a haul of meat, folks. I mean, look at all those picanhas. It's like heaven.
Hey, if you need a smoker, I got it.
I don't need a smoker because what I'm doing lately is I've been cooking these sous vide.
Okay.
And oh my god, I don't know if you've ever cooked a steak. Sous vide is the best way.
I am so torn on those. You get a good meat, but that is not grilling. I mean, you sous vide it and then you sear it at the end.
Yeah, it's not grilling. No, it's not. I'll give you that. But grilling, to me, grilling now is for cheeseburgers and hot dogs and chicken and stuff like that.
You need a Kamado grill is what you need.
Sous vide, man. It's like you take the juice level and you just crank it up to like 12. It's the juiciest steak you've ever had.
Are those bags cleanable on those?
Are they what?
Can you wash the bags so you can reuse them?
I've only heard of it being like vacuum seal bags.
Yeah, those bags that those were in, I had to take them out and I seasoned them first, and then I put them in a vacuum seal, and then so I did that today actually, and then I'll cook them sous vide tomorrow.
T, can you do a little like background porn music while Joe's talking about the process and the meat and the smoking?
There's no smoking in that.
What can I say?
No, the smoking.
The
after-sex smoking.
I don't smoke meat, but I do cook meat well. I cook meat very well.
I will.
Dave,
that's right.
I think what we need to do one of these days. You're moving closer to us, right? Aren't you moving like?
Actually, it's adding 45 minutes to the drive to the DC area.
Really? I thought you were moving north.
That's the wrong way, Dave.
Yeah, I know. It was trying to go for Richmond, which would have gotten me closer, but they. That's a funny story about Richmond.
They're like, sorry, we got no houses available for you.
No, actually, okay. So, again, not to tangent, but I'm tangenting here. So I applied to this awesome store in Richmond. It's a really cool place, and the owner liked me. The store manager liked me, and they're like, okay, listen. We hired this third-party company to be like our HR, so we're going to send your resume to them, and they should be calling you in like 2 days to let you know that we want you. 4 days later, I don't hear anything. 7 days later, I email the guy back and saying, hey, listen, I haven't heard from your guy. He's like, okay, I don't know what's going on. I'll give him a call. Another week later, I don't hear anything. I find the owner on LinkedIn. I kind of reach out to them saying, hey, listen, I just want to let you know I'm still very interested in working with your company. And the owner was like, yeah, I know. I saw your resume. You look really great. But let me get in touch with the staffing guy. And the staffing guy just sends me an email, kind of stock saying, we're sorry, but we're going with other options at this time. Friday, I get an email from the general manager of that store asking me if I got a job because the person that the staffing company hired already put in their resignation.
Wow.
Because that job they weren't cut out for it.
They weren't cut from the Dave cloth.
Honestly, he's like, yeah, so he reached out to me directly. He's like, dude, if you're not working, we're going to hire you next week. I'm like, sorry, I already accepted this position. I've already got.
Oops, sorry.
That would have gotten me closer, but.
Well, what I was going to say is you need to move closer. And the next time we all have a meetup together, all 5 of us, we'll have a meet off.
All right.
Yeah.
Dude, I would just totally live cast that.
Both of us will just pull out our meats and have at it.
And have at it. Just go to town.
Yeah.
T, you're more than welcome to just bring donuts.
No, I can't eat them anymore.
Oh.
Your poor digestive system is just shit.
That was sad too. Like that hurt my heart a little because I mean you used to talk about donuts like so lovingly, like
No,
because I remember
the crimpets. I used to love the crimpets on my job. They used to, if they were like fresh from the factory, and they would put it right in the vending machine. When you got them out, the icing felt like it. They just put it on top of it. Then
I've
they
never
stopped
heard
putting
someone describe
tasty
butterscotch
cakes.
crimpets with so much love.
I know, right?
They are
If you
good, though.
tasted them,
I
holy
understand.
crap!
He's like, oh, they dripped all over now.
Yeah.
it's like that scene in Van Wilder.
I'm gonna introduce myself
before.
since I'm already in here.
All right, well, say no more.
I bought this randomly. Yeah, I can't eat nothing. It started with ice cream, then it just trickled down to everything.
That was the saddest thing at TFCon. We're at this amazing Thai restaurant. The poor guy just has to order soup.
And he couldn't even get the right soup. They brought him the wrong soup.
Then they insisted that pho was chicken noodle.
And then they just brought me anything, and then brought the right thing later.
Yeah, but she was cute, so it's okay.
I thought it was a dude.
No. You always think every chick is a dude. They're not all dudes in disguise, man.
No, I remember it was her, but I think the dude brought me the wrong thing.
I was gonna say you had one bad experience with a Filipino, and now
right.
Didn't you also get like a severely undercooked cheeseburger?
That was me
a little bit.
Oh,
that was me and Jordan at the other place.
Because we ordered a medium and they gave us rare.
I have never had an
Super
undercooked
rare.
cheeseburger. I've had a number of overcooked cheeseburgers, but
I got this Nika xenomorph from
watch my
Aliens. I thought it was the big chap from part 1, but I wasn't paying attention that it said Aliens. And I found today, I saw the box that said Alien, the ones with the smoother head and not the spiny crap. But he's all right, except some of the limbs. I mean, the joints.
I actually like the alien warrior design better than the big chap, just so you know. I think you got the better of the two.
I like the shiny head.
That's what she said.
And I also Batmaned myself. Dun, dun. Amazon Japan. Pre-order with them.
Oh my God.
Your stuff will magically teleport from Japan to United States. Especially if you're on the East Coast. I don't know about anywhere else, but we got this.
I would think it'd
2
be
days.
faster on the West Coast.
That shipped Tuesday, and we all got it Wednesday.
Right.
Shipped
And
from
here's-
Tokyo Tuesday.
And you all had a head start because mine, the payment failed. I had to resubmit my card info and deny the fraud thing. And so mine, I think, shipped a day or two after yours. I think we all got them the same day.
I had to do my I have an old debit card in there, so I had to update. So I got lucky. I found it. Well, Target. I don't know if this is for everybody, but in my Target app, it was like spend $50 and you get $10 off. So I pretty much got this for $15. I didn't want to pay full price. I wanted to pair him up with my Power Rangers. His name is Beast Mode Rhino, but his face looks like a scary snowman. Nate's Toys and Collectibles. Gwen Stacy. I kind of don't want to. Well, I want to open the box because I got to do the review, but I need a second one. She looks awesome in there.
Yeah.
And I like this artwork.
Open her up at breakneck speed.
Focus.
Oh.
No, I got plans. I got plans for my review on opening her. But Nate sent me this to review because he likes sending me all the stuff that has a crazy transformation to torture me.
You want my bad cubes? You want one of my bad cube figures?
No. Especially, do you still have War Dog?
Hell no. That was actually the one thing I'm so thankful I never owned.
You know what? I keep forgetting his daggone name.
Soundwave?
Soundwave. I mean, his fake name. Mister, that's what it is.
Mr. Soundwave?
And this also came super quick from Japan.
Giggity.
My Figma Deku. Well, I'm just realizing how this this elbow pad thing works. You're not going to be able to see it. But when you bend, it looks nice. But unfortunately, his elbow has only been 90 degrees. It ain't like that. And with that sound wave, Laserbeak and Ravage. So maybe I can make them suicide somebody. Found this tonight. Somebody tried to hide it poorly behind some other toys, but yeah, Snapdragon. He looks little in there.
Oh snap!
What else? And I didn't even take this out the box yet, but I did cut the box. Ooh, what's this?
So technically, you got to second base, but still a virgin. You
Yeah.
just took off the top.
I ordered something from Bluefin, and they sent me this nice booklet. And they didn't put any packing over top of that nice booklet. They just threw this thing in the box and put some paper at the bottom.
The way they were selling those, yeah.
But this went to the same FedEx station that my Mezco John Wick went to, and it got right on the delivery truck. But they don't know where my John Wick is. Nice. But Storm Collectibles smoke.
Yay!
I hate how they put that plastic over there so you can't show you.
Was that the one that went on sale, right?
Yeah, it was like $45.
Half price.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It feels like nothing.
Hey, wait, you want this right? You have Cyrax, so never mind.
Yeah.
You already know what you're in for.
And
So he needs a sector, people.
This is a big haul. This is a Kevin level haul.
a little bit. I'm probably missing something else, but there you go.
We need to make
I did
an
find
official.
some cheap masks at Target that I suggest for people because I can breathe out of them without feeling like I'm gonna pass out in Target. But what they need to make, Joe?
I was gonna say we need to make an official figure action haul scale. So
Ooh.
10 being Kevin, like that's the top of the scale is Kevin. I think the bottom of the scale is probably got to be me, but we got to fill in the rest.
Doesn't Matt Baldwin get a bunch of stuff?
He does. They have Baldwin drops.
Yeah, Baldwin would be under. Baldwin would be under Womack.
Yeah, he'd be like a 9, I guess.
Zero gets some solid hauls, so.
That's a good segue.
Yeah.
Speaking of those Zero hauls,
Well, I had a good week. Like Matt, I had some pre-order stuff drop, and then I had some good finds at Target. I was finding stuff for people, which was awesome, and finding stuff for myself. So this one isn't mine. This is actually something I know Night Wiggum's been looking for this figure, and that's the Black Dino Charge Ranger. So I've got that set aside for him.
I ain't never done seen that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they put them out this weekend, and then like by midweek they were all gone. But
You hear that,
I
Night
did-
Wingham? He didn't offer me one. He just did it straight for you.
No, that's not fair because I put it in the figure action chat, and I put the picture of a bunch of them. You could have said, "Oh, need one." Actually, I think I wrote anybody need
Except
So,
Dave. We saw.
except Dave. I found
Dave's
this
packing anyway.
dude, Scorponok, Earthrise Scorponok. This just may be this is like in my top 5 figures of the year. It is that good. I mean, it is.
big. Do you get a
Yeah.
tax deduction
It
for
looks
that?
alright. I'm sorry.
What was that, Joe?
Do you get a tax deduction for that?
I know, right? This is
Joe's like, no, really, I want to do that.
no, you
You
don't.
could put all of your purchases on your taxes because of this show.
We could. Then you had to itemize.
Oh wait, we're not monetized.
Not
so never mind.
monetized. Yeah.
We just need 500 more subscribers. 550.
But he's very, very substantial feeling. Like everything in Earthrise so far has been very substantial feeling. But like this figure it's just second to none. I mean, it's the most substantial feeling Titan. Everything, all the plastic feels solid. There's no cheap or hollow feeling plastic. And like all the Titans, I mean, Omega Supreme, I don't think had any cheap feeling plastic. Now I think about it. Maybe there's some thin parts in the rocket, and there's some parts.
Any waffles?
No, I mean, for the most part, no. I mean, actually, I take that back. There are waffles, but you don't necessarily see them. Like this back piece has waffles. It's where the tail collapses, and there's some in the tail. You can hide it with the shield if you want. And then let me get this piece out. Like when you have
how are the ankles?
The ankles are awesome. They're actually really well ratcheted. Like the scorpion legs, there's a little waffling going on the underside, but again, the plastic does not feel cheap on them. But yeah, I've had no problem getting them into poses with the ankles. I've been thoroughly. Let me get this piece back in. There we go. Like yeah, the ankles are just really substantial, and the hip joints.
That's impressive. I like that. That says it all.
Yeah, like it took shaking for them to go. They didn't just go on their own.
You had the time of your life.
Yeah, Metroplex had that problem, right?
Yes, Metroplex and Fort Max, their hips just didn't hold at all, and they didn't weigh as much as that guy. So he is by far the most hefty of all the Titans.
You know what you're going to do after the show, or maybe in the middle of the show? I seen a picture on Twitter of somebody holding Skylinks on Fort Max's arm like Soundwave with Laserbeak.
Well, speaking of Skylinks, I happened upon him as well. He's also awesome. I have the same problems yours had, T, where this one side.
What about that wing?
Stays. No, the wing is fine. Like the wing on mine, it doesn't come off like super easy at all.
Don't jinx it.
Does that have the NASA worm logo on the side?
It does.
Oh wow!
Yep.
Oh, sweet.
And they also gave it a name. They gave it. And T points this out in his chill review, so check that out.
I can't read that. What is
Magnificence.
It? Magnificence. That sounds like if there was a space shuttle today, Trump would name it the Magnificence.
So now I'm gonna think about that every time I look at it. And he is red, white, and daggone blue. I never thought about that till today.
I was also fortunate enough to get myself a Snapdragon.
You like him?
Target. I love him. I think he's probably on the same tier as Springer for me. He's got an awesome transformation, awesome paint apps. He feels really solid and substantial. He doesn't really have any waffling going on anywhere. So yeah, he feels really good.
He looks like he's a lot better than Ape Face was. That's for sure.
Yes, he's a far cry better than Ape Face. And Ape Face. That's the thing about Ape Face is Ape Face was not a bad toy.
You would say Ape Face is Far Cry 5, and the other one's Far Cry 4.
Far Cry 3. Far Cry 4 was terrible.
Oh my God, we're no longer friends.
Really?
Thank you.
Far Cry 3 was.
I like 4 better than 3.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
You know what 3 had going for?
Chime in the comments.
You know what 3 had going for it though?
The story and the setting.
Blood Dragon.
It won. Blood Dragon was awesome.
Blood Dragon expansion. I like the Blood Dragon expansion better than 3.
4 is one of my favorite games, man. That's awesome.
I'm with you. No, man, I'm with you.
Which one was the one that you could beat the game by doing nothing?
That was
4.
4.
That was 4. Yeah.
I gotta appreciate a game like that. Like that takes.
If you just listen to the guy and let him come back.
Yeah, he tells you what to do. Just wait here. Then the credits fucking roll, and it's amazing.
So, I got 2 of the 3 Cobra Island
I hate
figures.
Nice.
I would like to find the Cobra Trooper, but unfortunately, there are people that seem, to be buying. Like one dude posted, he has fucking 20 of them, and I'm like, how do you need that many? Like,
It's called being desperate for attention.
Yeah.
It's the figure game. You got to get out there before everybody else.
Well, no, he
what
said his
I
trick.
do here is being desperate for attention by derailing this conversation every 3.5 sentences. That's desperate for attention. That guy's being a jackass.
Yeah. Like I want like 2 at most.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. That's all you need.
Maybe 3.
But yeah. Anyway, Beachhead's pretty cool. He just does his abs, and I know everybody's like, take the beret off. I just don't want to lose the beret, and I don't want to put it baggy for now. But the only thing about him is this vest really gets in the way of any ab crunch. And that's really all. Well, all I can say in criticism of sculpt, and like I don't like the fact that all the weapons are green. Like they should have cast them in black or gunmetal.
Horrible.
Because it basically looks like, hey, I'm Beachhead and I'm shooting Nerf Rivals gear.
Yeah, it looks like Army men weapons.
Yes.
And he doesn't come with a backpack, which is kind of strange. Well, actually, no, he does come with a backpack, but his nothing can peg onto the backpack. Is my criticism. And the backpack, I took that off because this is how the backpack sits on him. So it's like very, very peculiar. So it's like I set that off to the side. So I'll probably put the backpack and the beret in a baggie, or I'll give Roadblock the backpack because it seems to fit on him a lot better and kind of rounds him out a little bit more. It kind of seems like it's better fitting for Roadblock. Roadblock's awesome. I don't have the first Roadblock. I still need him and Scarlet. But they didn't give him any of that bonus neck articulation. Like this upper body seems like it's a reused Marvel Legends upper body. And he has the drop down hips and everything.
Somebody showed me theirs moves. Yours might be fused some type of way.
I
Fuse
don't
the
know.
force.
It's cool that they gave him sunglasses and everything, but I haven't seen any reviewers show off that articulation.
All you got to do is grip it with
amateurs.
2 hands and then use a violent twisting motion. A rapid
hang on.
twist. If you hear a snapping noise, that just means you need
That's
to push
the plastic
harder.
breaking in. It's good.
And I didn't tell you that.
That's what you
Hang
tell all
on.
the ladies.
T, you're right. It does move. So mine was just fused.
Now, a couple things to keep in mind. You do actually have a lot of sources for weapons. I do recommend the Marauders. If you haven't been on that site yet, they do custom 1/12 scale weapons. Plus, if you can get your hands on pretty much any of the Punisher figures, they come with good weapons that you can give to your Joes. And any version of Agent Venom comes with a ton of good guns.
Yeah.
That will scale.
So
Good luck with him, though.
well,
Or Agent Anti-Venom.
This Roadblock just went up a few in my book.
I
And
didn't know
then
you
I had,
didn't have Scarlet because I saw her.
I don't have her or the first Roadblock yet. Let me get through this. I got some stuff in on my pre-orders, like Matt. Been waiting on these for a long time, and I got these. Shout out to Nate's Toys and Collectibles. I got my Fans Hobby Minerva, which I like. I agree with T on a lot of stuff. Again, I'm going to plug your reviews again. Fans Hobby never, and I see you, Nate. I see you there, Nate. Fans Hobby, please don't ever put stickers in any of your future stuff. Please, 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 please. I love you guys to death, but this was not fun to sticker. I used my hobby tweezers, and I mean, it was fine. I got through it. I didn't have any mishaps. It's cool they give you extra stickers, but just tampo the stuff on, especially like the crosses and everything. You know, because I had OCD kicking in, and I was like, I hope that I'm getting these on evenly. And now that I'm looking at it, no, I didn't get them on evenly. So
you should have just left it on the shelf.
Should have just left it on the shelf. Yeah. Well, they give you bonus ones, so I probably can meticulously peel these up and relocate them, or I'll just leave them be, so I don't have to waste those stickers. I also got my pre-order. This one isn't from Nate, but this is the next to last piece of the MMC Bruticus. This is their blast off, or Velatus, I think is his name. I'm waiting on my order of repro labels to come in so I can get his chest done. But he is awesome. He's a really intuitive transformation, and like very kibble free. People are probably going to complain because he doesn't have traditional ankle rockers. He has round feet, so I don't know that you necessarily need them, but I know people are going to complain nonetheless about the fact he doesn't have that articulation. So in hand, it doesn't bother, but again, I'm waiting for reviewers to get them so I can hear about how much they hate that. And then finally from Nate, I got my, much like Matt, my Studio One or Core Star, yeah. And unlike Matt, I put the batteries in mine.
Oh no, I've got the batteries in.
Oh, you got the batteries in?
I haven't put any of the screw hole covers or the spikes on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did the spikes and the screw hole covers, and yeah, careful with some of the spikes because they don't want to stay on.
But that's what they're there for.
Yeah, right. And then some of them are also warped,
to get stuck in your carpet.
so you might need to hair dry. Yeah, I had one screw hole cover take a dive in my carpet, and I thought it was for the arms. It was actually for the horns, but like the horns for planet mode. But I like him. He's a neat display piece.
Have you transformed him yet?
I don't intend on it.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, I don't intend on it. But it's amazing, like holding like this and holding Scorponok, and just how much more substantial Scorponok is. And,
really?
Oh yeah. Yeah, like that. Don't get me wrong. This is a nice figure, but like I'm just saying, like Hasbro killed it. I mean, I like this figure, but it's not even in my top 10 for the year.
I like hearing Hasbro doing well.
Yeah,
I think all the Titan Masters, besides the combiners, are heavier than that Unicron.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hasbro needs a win from time to time. I'm glad to hear that, especially on a high-end piece.
Yeah, no, like I said, I really think that Scorponok's going to wind up in my top 5 for the year. All right. Well, we got a lot to talk about tonight, and I hope we don't run too long in the tooth. So let me get into our first big piece of news. So it wasn't that long ago that TFCon Chicago got canceled this year. I mean, obviously, due to COVID, it was kind of a long shot whether it was going to happen or not. So they have announced next year just 2 TFCon shows, which I think is probably going to disappoint a lot of the folks in Florida who wanted an Orlando show. Again, we don't know what the state of the world is going to be come, February, March next year. But we have some exciting news, especially for the figure action crew, because TFCon Baltimore was announced October 22nd through the 24th. They're saying the Hilton Baltimore Inner Harbor. So I was expecting them to do the convention center, but nope, they're going to be doing Hilton down. Yeah, which is fine. I don't think it needs to be in a convention center, to be honest. I think doing the hotel is fine, especially given the size of the show. And I think that Hilton is pretty substantial in Baltimore. I think
they have wide open spaces like the convention center.
I've never been in that Hilton, but a buddy of mine has filmed commercials there.
Is that the one that's right across from Camden Yards?
I want to say
it used to be a Sheraton, right?
Here, let me fact check that.
By the way, I did some pricing right now. I can, at least, of course, that's on today's prices. I can catch a flight from the Triad Airport to Baltimore for $80 round trip, and that'll take me an hour and a half.
I didn't know the Triad gang had their own airlines.
Joe,
that's what they call Guilford. That's what they call the area that I'm moving to. Is called the Triad. So, in other words,
oh yeah, look at that. That could be us,
gentlemen. Yeah. I'm not going to have a car, so I can drink.
Yeah, Joe, it's the one that's right across from Camden Yards.
Yeah, sweet. Fortunately for me, I live close enough to the city that I don't have to get a room. So,
Yeah,
Some
he's
interesting
right by
shots.
Camden
Yeah,
Yards.
I don't think we would need to get a room.
I mean, Joe, we need to spend some time together. Let's not make rash decisions without talking.
I'm not looking at random pictures of the rooms. I was hoping here that they would have some pictures like the convention center area, but
Those are some nice beds.
Joe, look at that
right.
bed. I'm just saying.
That could be us, man.
It's
It's
That could be
basically
you
the
and me.
hotel that's attached to the convention center.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's plenty of room there for us.
Wait, what's going on with these pictures?
Whoa.
These are the pictures on the website.
What the hell?
What's going on here?
Ooh, does that come with an escort?
If this is like Google Images, anybody can put pictures up there.
Yes, Nate, you got to fly out for this one, assuming they have it. I want to meet you.
Well, at any rate, if I find any pictures of the convention area, I'll be sure to double back to it. But that's our first bit of exciting news because we were wondering where TFCon was going to be, and it's great to hear that it's going to be right in our backyard. So again, much like the Reston one, provided it's happening still, be sure to go. The whole Figure Action crew will be there.
Yes.
We might actually even be up for doing some stuff outside of the convention.
I might take a week off vacation and show up a couple days early.
There you go.
And in other news, this thing makes a hell of a tickle tank.
I thought that was a Cylon groper.
Tickle tank or struggle sled.
Anyway.
So next up, we got some Unicron news. I think this production update actually came out today. So over on the HasLab site, they give you some new looks at Unicron. Bear with me here because I have some notes. Let me get my notes out to the side here.
Man, it's official and shit and everything.
Who, me?
Yeah, notes. Come on, man. It's good stuff.
I heard this might be in your facts, but I heard it takes an hour to transform them.
Yeah. So let me share back out again. So, again, we got some videos. Obviously, we can't show the videos in fear of YouTube flagging
Smiting us.
So the video really goes through some Q&A with their lead engineer, and the highlights are that there's an unboxing video with Hasbro's package engineer, and they basically show how it's going to be packaged. It's kind of coming in like a giant Generation Selects box, which you can see back there. And they're actually using foam to package it, which is one that's cool. They're treating it like a premium product. And they're also taking that kind of third-party approach. So here's their senior graphic designer. He goes through some stuff here. Apparently, and they have all the Q&A stuff here. You guys can read it. And they go into some details here about the book. It's going to be 32 pages. Here's kind of some looks at the instructions.
32 pages of instructions.
And the note there is that it can take 50 minutes to an hour to transform, which I kind of doubt that. They did that one video from Takara Tomy did that one video where they went through and had like the transformation highlight video with the plaster or the not plaster resin. Yeah, the resin prototype. So
it might have took that long because of that.
Because it was made out of resin.
Yeah.
Being careful. So they kind of cut. Here's the box compared to a cat. Here's the box with a person inside. So
if I want something that's going to take 50 minutes to transform, I'll break out Bad Cube Sunstreaker again.
Yeah. I mean, that's
a half hour to do yourself.
That stand looks very substantial. I guess I wonder if this whole hour transformation is this like for someone who hasn't transformed a lot of Transformers? Is that how long So yeah, how long will it take to convert Unicron? If I follow instructions, I can convert Unicron in about 50 minutes to an hour. If I freestyle, I can get good ways there, and if I'll be running into something that slows me down, or I have to undo a bunch of steps because I forgot to rotate something. Well, he is a graphic designer, so is he really a,
That's good.
Transformer?
you know,
And now we just
Right.
lost all our graphic designer viewers.
It's just a graphic designer.
well,
Oh shit!
all right.
He's not a professional transformerer.
Unlike some people.
Right.
Did someone offer to pay you money to transform their figures?
Oh my god.
That was T and I.
Sorry.
Tonight, somebody else asked me, could they send their MP44 for me to fix? Somebody else, but he did not offer money like somebody else had offered. I mean, asked.
At least that's valid. Like, that's not like a, hey, I can't follow the instructions. Can you do it for me? That's a, hey, you did a really good job fixing yours. Can you help me? I get that at least.
Could be a good business opportunity there.
Could be.
I don't know that one.
I don't know until I break it, and then they want me to pay for a new one.
Yeah.
I'll have to do several disclaimers. So you sending it to
Sign
me
this,
at your
sign
own
this.
risk.
Sign this, sign that.
And I ain't paying for shit.
So, in other news, Tauntaun got a bunch of new Transformers early. We're starting off with, he has a review of this. We get our first look at the Earthrise Ironhide in vehicle mode, and
Black window, that black spot.
Yeah, the black spot.
Boy.
The fact they're reusing the Cybertronian wheels. They're
reusing the Cybertronian feet.
Yeah. Like had they done all these windows black, and I mean, again, this is going to be like a Repro Labels field day.
Yeah.
Because they'll come in with stickers for the hubcaps, stickers for the windshield, stickers for the windows. And the biggest offense of this is from an exclusive 2-pack. Like, this is from, a premium Amazon 2-pack. I also don't like the fact that, like, why did they put these thrusters there? I mean, you have, like, your 80s, minivan, and then it looks like it's got, like, it's got like a jet engine strapped on the back.
Did you see him slide the guns out?
No, unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to watch the review yet.
Yeah, they put money in it in comparison to the other Ironhide.
Yeah.
Because that thing has some functionality and is huge. Not only is it a shield, but it has a gun and it has the windshield, like the windside windows point together like a blade.
Yeah. I mean, here's Masterpiece Ironhide. This is a pretty big deluxe.
Yeah, pretty big. I guess they could change those feet though. Is that like an early prototype? Could they?
No, that's retail.
Siege feet.
Yeah. I mean, it's
look
nice.
bad in bot mode.
Nice looking in robot mode, at least.
I'll give it that. Yeah. Chest looks
gonna
good.
Honestly, it's going to be on robot mode on the shelf.
That shield though is such a cop out.
Well, it's kind of like I can't get too mad about it because it's mimicking G1, and that's what the feel they want you to have with these Earthrise figures.
Yeah, but
he does do a good job with his comparisons here. I got to really give him that.
Yeah.
You like that kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, he's not that chill.
Next up, he also got another really early figure. And this is one that we just saw revealed recently, and I'm not sure if she's a Netflix exclusive or not. I thought I had heard she was.
I think she is, her and the Bumblebee. Oh.
So, yeah, Tauntaun also got Alita 1, so we get a good look at her in hand.
Oh, it's just like when she transformed in the show. Wait a second.
Yeah, right. Okay, so I don't recall anybody showing this off for RC, but I guess that's the weapon storage.
She looks a mess.
Oh, like when RC transformed in the show. Wait a second.
Yeah.
You know what? He does get early prototypes, so these might be different. Because the movie Masterpiece Starscream he got, and the one Prime vs. Prime they had more paint on it when Prime vs. Prime reviewed it.
Mm.
But I hope that Alita one has more paint because she looks a mess to me.
I mean, her sculpt looks nice. I mean,
oh great, they both have the surfboard feature.
Yeah, I could at least say, you know, if you leave the backpack on her, she looks more like she does in the show. Like, ew.
Yeah.
Not from that angle though.
No.
Or that one.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they didn't have her transform in the show.
Yeah.
She didn't have all her parts. Just like Soundwave was missing one of his back things.
Oh man, I'm gonna say a hard pass.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get it.
You can. Cool.
Yeah,
Don't talk about my Alita like that.
Listen, I know this isn't how they expected things to go, but
so next up we have a figure that's not lacking in paint
at all.
It's the Bumblebee.
Did anybody find Alita 1 whiny?
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody sounded like an anime character. I mean, of course, if you go back and watch our B-side.
Yeah, I didn't.
If you go back and watch our B-side.
Yeah, exactly. That's how they talk.
You'll see everything that you need to see. Bumblebee looks like Masterpiece Bumblebee 1.0.
Yeah, even like that's crazy. They even put the VW logo on there.
I thought they said they were retiring. Hasbro made that post where they were retiring the Beetle.
I wonder if they and again, this will probably be, you know, comparison time. If they reuse any of the sculpting from the Masterpiece one, you know, again, not the engineering, just the sculpting. And I'm curious to see how this. Okay, yeah, there he is next to the movie one. Yeah,
he did the Masterpiece 2. I think. I thought he did. He did one. He didn't do one thing that was a no-brainer, and I'm not going to mention it because I plan on doing it. And if nobody else does it, I'll be shocked. I'll tell y'all separately.
They talked like anime Captain Kirk. What was that?
The hell?
What the hell was that?
I made him into a Snapdragon.
Snap, crackle, and pop.
Have you ever heard a Snapdragon before? Is that what they sound like?
My jaw.
I also wish they gave him different weapons. Like, I mean, I guess like after watching the cartoon, they're like, yeah, it's fine if they have the same weapons. Because like really, it's like nobody's.
He used that every episode.
Yeah.
He's cute. He's making me not want that Toy World B.
Wait, why would you still want Toy World B?
I did not know that weapon could do that. It could break apart into 2 pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I knew it could break apart into 2 pieces, but he can hold both pieces as his gun. Yeah. I did not know that.
It's in instructions that you throw away.
And then, like, did you notice that with hubcap, he comes with a piece of Brunt's missile launcher?
Mm-hmm.
And place of like one of those centerpieces.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I know he didn't transform, but I feel like I'd rather have a Cybertronian Bumblebee.
I want a Cybertronian
Wheeljack.
Wheeljack, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll
Yeah.
make a Cybertronian Bumblebee in that 3-0 line.
You do it in Generation Selects. Well, 3-0, yeah.
No.
If you don't want a transforming one, and you don't care
Well,
that
he
it's
didn't
like
have an alt mode.
yeah, but I'm just saying if
Right.
you don't care that it's like its own scale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. If you bought that, what is that thing? The Brent repaint. It comes
Centurion.
with, it comes with Bumblebee's blaster. If you want to get traditional.
And last up, we've got Ramjet and Dirge. Prime vs. Prime has a review. Here's the picture of Prowl.
So they have a review for Prowl? Because I want to see that.
Nobody has a review for Prowl yet, and there's a Japanese video review. So here's the there is a video review for it's Wotafa put it out. I'm just gonna see if I can get their vehicle modes on camera here without having to share his video. Go away, ad. But you know, we get a good look there. I love the fact that they get their own unique wings. Really, I just want to know how Thrust is coming out, because Thrust as a VTOL you would think would be part of an exclusive set. Like I would have thought that Ramjet would have been the general release one. I think he tends to be the most popular of the three.
I
think
thought
so?
Thrust. I thought Thrust was.
I would have thought Thrust was too.
Me too. Thrust has always been my favorite.
I always thought Ramjet was, just because he got that G2 love.
Meh.
But
he has the plainest wings.
Yeah, plainest wings. But you know, at any rate,
Ramjet was a spice, he'd be flour.
At any rate, that does it for our official news. Let's get into some third-party stuff, because we got quite a bit that's coming out, and a lot of it hasn't actually been. Oh, actually, no, wait, we got one more bit of official news. Actually, two more. Give me my notes here. Come on now. Now there's Matt. I still have the screen cap of Frozen Matt up.
Let it go, man. Let it go.
Can we do can we do a shirt or a poster with just all of the Frozen screen caps from this episode?
Eventually, yes.
That leaves me out, because my internet's going well.
We got a new bridge guy. We got Double Crosser, which I wonder if we're going to get Rack and Bruin as a little battle master.
You know who he reminds me of? A Rock Lord.
He does.
Yes.
Yeah. Might as well be.
Which, if you watch that Rock Lord movie, they were both voiced. One was voiced by Peter Cullen, and the other one by Frank Welker.
Which Rock Lord do you think? Like Ozzy or AC/DC or?
Shut up, Matt.
This guy looks neat. I'm also looking forward to Slitherfang. It sucks that like all the Siege Battle Masters and Micromasters are still kind of clogging up the pegs, and they haven't put any of the Earthrise stuff up.
I did see a bunch of them yesterday. I don't know if you saw my picture. Well, video. Well, I found the
wrong reissue.
The bull one, and
Smash
keep
Down
forgetting this. Smashdown and the other plank.
Sound Barrier?
Sound Barrier.
Yeah, Sound Barrier.
The one
I
everybody
wish they
wanted
had
for some reason.
knees, because he's different and new.
Yeah.
Then you get him and find out that he's just a piece of plastic.
Well,
If they had knees, they would be awesome.
So our last bit of news, don't know if this is actually going to have anything Transformers related, because it's, well, GameStop.
I heard they do.
I'm hoping they do. And it's not much longer for we find out what this includes. But GameStop tomorrow is having Megatron Day. So
if you clicked on their link, they actually have a couple of the Generation Selects available.
Do they?
Yes.
Let me click on.
I didn't research it, but somebody asked, when did GameStop start doing Transformers?
Oh shit! There's a Snake Eyes helmet coming.
Yep.
That flew under my
Dude,
radar.
back on track. Back on track.
Okay. Yeah, re-rail me here. I'm not seeing the.
Is it on that under the ad?
Here, let me do a search for Generation Selects.
How about you type in Transformers?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Just type in Transformers.
Oh, okay.
Wow, how much?
$20.
Wow.
There's
Oh, they got
Skyrim.
Scorponok.
Ooh, that's
And
Scorponok.
Wow, that's a good
That
price for
Skylinks
Scorponok.
is sold out already.
Yeah.
I might order that Scorponok tomorrow morning.
But yeah, we'll see
Oh
if they
my
have any.
God. If they put them in GameStop and they go on clearance, or if I could trade in games to get Scorponok.
If
So much for
Scorponok's
playing.
under, if
Last of
Scorponok's
Us
under
3.
that sale,
Is he?
You might.
I can't see it.
You might. Well, I guess we'll find out.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. I think it might go live after midnight. I'm not 100%.
is it Eastern? Is it at midnight Eastern time or Pacific?
Good question.
Specific.
Somebody's probably got a bot on it, or it'll sell out.
I love bots that transform.
Not ones that hit your pre-order link over and over and over
Right.
again. Steal
Right.
all the G.I. Joes from Target and fuck them.
So next up, we got an exciting release coming from X-Transbots. There's actually a few things coming out from X-Transbots, and unfortunately, I can't find the picture. When I was putting the news together, I couldn't find the picture, but they have the box for Dr. Egg, their other Quintesson, and their cup. Their cup's apparently coming out soon. We haven't seen any pictures of that, but the box is ready. So this is the Quintesson Judge.
I heard it talks.
Yeah, rumor is it talks. I'm curious if they're just getting ballsy because Zeta is doing it now.
Yeah.
You know, with their combiners.
I think they missed.
Maybe
an
they hired a
opportunity to
voice
make those like little charging cables for your phone. Like maybe have one for USB-C, one for Lightning connector.
I think it's a good idea.
That
Like
would, that,
radio.
no, that
Be
would
earphones.
be that would
I mean,
be
come
awesome.
on.
Or heck,
Who's
just have-
making this?
Just have one
Who's
being the AC
KFC?
adapter and the rest
Or
all
KFC?
being.
X-Transbots.
Send me a freaking email. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll help you out. I won't even charge you.
It's interesting. It comes with a small.
Right.
Kind of
This will
stupid.
go great with your Unicron.
Yep.
True. Ooh, 10 points.
I'll bet that's what they were thinking.
And I hope this is unpainted like that cup. Because that looks not all that great, the paint job.
Well, this is just a colored prototype, so I
it does have,
imagine
like,
it'll.
a charging port. What's going on there?
awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah. So that's
All I heard is, oh, look, I'm going to let Jordan finish.
that's cool that it does have that charging port. I didn't know how they were going to do the batteries. So, honestly, like I get so sick and tired of having to buy all those batteries from Amazon. Like I've got like a whole like fucking drawer full of odds and ends batteries. So it's like when people come to my house that are also collectors, I'm like, help yourself. Make whatever you need.
I have batteries that don't go to anything.
Yeah, me too. Like I've bought the wrong ones because I misread what was there, or somebody on a board said to use the wrong ones.
But at least if the majority of them use LR44s, it's not so bad. But it's when they get these damn, offshoot batteries that nobody uses. Oh, cool.
And Nate says I knew it lit up. There's a video. I'm gonna see if we can just not maximize it, but it shows that as the heads turn,
Maximize.
It lights up different colors
so
too.
it's got a little motor in there and everything.
Yeah.
Guilty or innocent?
Innocent. But the mouth don't open, does
Huh. So the Quintesson
charges
jet
extra
connects
for that.
to the Quintesson
Does this
Judge
function as like a Google Home smart device?
it?
With
It's
You might
actually-
be able to shove one in there.
That would actually be kind of cool, actually.
That's where they're missing the mark. There is some official products. Also, in the realm of of ships from the '86 movie. Lemon Tree Toys. That's a company we've been kind of keeping our eyes on, and all we'd seen from them prior were renders. The first one they had showed off was their purple potato, which is
an amazing name.
Yeah, it's an amazing name, and it is a shockwave that transforms into Galvatron ship.
Whatever that was called.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's call it the Armada.
And it's interesting. I like the fact that they gave him 2 hands.
It's nice to see an actual physical prototype.
Yeah.
You know what? They could say that that's not Shockwave because it didn't exist. Oh, you can get 2 guns. Never mind.
Yeah.
It looks like there's die cast in the elbows.
But
it's pretty clean looking.
Hopefully it's a simple transformation as well.
He can take a knee. Trump won't like him.
But yeah, this looks like it's a simple transfer. Actually, you know what's funny? Looking at this, it looks like the transformation is very similar to regular Shockwave, where it looks like the arms, like you have the cannons come out, the arms go straight, and it comes up over the, over the chest, and then it looks like the legs kind of unfold and turn into the rear.
Go back to that bot mode, the back view.
There, let's see here. Right here?
Yeah. Yeah, except for it's super clean.
I gotta go with Nightwing
back
on
of the
this thing,
calves.
though. I gotta go with Nightwing. Why?
Well, because
money.
That's why.
I'm just saying, it's like
this is
just
why
to do something different.
Yeah,
it's not for me, but
I mean, you guys are excited about the Nice figure. I mean, you could, and there are plenty of people who don't collect Transformers are like, why?
And this,
okay, Nicey's a little different than this because this is Shockwave had nothing to do with Galvatron ship.
Well, they probably wanted to make a Galvatron ship, and they looked at it and they said, "What can we have this transform into?" And it would be. I see. You can look at it and say that's going to be a Shockwave.
Right.
I would have turned it
turn it upside
Cyclonus
down.
myself, but
it could be a submarine.
You could have made that Cyclonus.
But kind of like what's more appealing, like turning it into like a generic like made for like fake fiction character, or turning it into something like Shockwave, where it's like, well, this ship kind of looks like what Siege is going for with their Shockwave. Well,
let's put it this way: are you buying it?
Yes, I am.
Okay, then they did their job for you.
Lemon Tree is doing a movie Prime, right? A Bumblebee movie Prime.
Mm-hmm. And I really think like the cost. And
I might get that since I've been screwed out of my Toy World Prime.
Tactical waistcoat.
Yeah, I'm not like tactical waistcoats for me.
Once I saw the scale of that Toy World Prime, I was just like, I was so put off by it. I was like, well, I have
but
the
it looks cool. It looks
yeah,
really
but the
good.
3-0 one looks cool, and it may not transform, but it's like a Hot Toys equivalent display piece, and it's just like at that scale, it was like, well, where does this go? I have 2 giant primes.
I hear you. But now that ship has sailed, if I got another, or even if Movie Masterpiece does one, but that would be more expensive. But if
the Movie Masterpiece would be.
It's like $120. That's like the sweet spot.
Movie Masterpiece is not expensive, especially compared to like regular Masterpiece, because that's Hasbro China doing the Movie Masterpiece.
Movie Masterpiece is still going to be above third-party prices.
No, actually, it's under. Yeah, it's way under.
Movie Masterpieces are pretty cheap usually.
Yeah, like Ironhide got down to $60.
Yeah, Optimus would be
under $100. I'm in.
Yeah,
I think Optimus would be 130, 150 max.
Max. Well, I think he'd be under because, especially if you're getting him from like Amazon or Amazon Japan.
The Starscream is going to be 150.
Yeah, but Starscream's going to be big.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You think Starscream 3.0 is going to be 150?
No.
Movie.
Yeah.
Movie master.
Oh.
Starscream 3.0 is going to cost you your second-born child.
Right.
I think Starscream 3.0 is going to be like 225, 250 Amazon Japan discount.
I agree with that. All right. Next up in our
There's more.
There is more. So this one's kind of out of left field. One we knew was coming. The other is kind of a huh. But talking about Toy World again, they actually have more World War II figures.
Huh?
Yeah, more World War II figures from last night. Their World War II series, yeah, which are kind of studio series
feel
scale.
like, have we reached a point where now it's too much time has passed?
I mean,
apparently not.
For some, no.
If someone's buying them, right?
Like, and they're including the that thing from the one
it
scene.
Transforms into a desk.
Nah, it's just an accessory.
I was watching one of those like Watch Mojo type channels, and they still say that Revenge of the Fallen is the worst movie, and not this last night.
Last night? Nah, last night definitely was the worst.
It's weird, isn't it? It feels like we've had more third-party figures from that movie than
I will say, the last night had some of the best designs before, prior to the Bumblebee movie coming out. It turned around a lot.
The had more personality too.
Yeah, they had faces.
And they had concepts that they did absolutely nothing with.
Yeah.
Right.
Seriously, what the hell's with the red stripe?
Yeah. Why did it appear on Megatron suddenly?
Bumblebee.
So we get a Barricade and we get a Hot Rod. Now, obviously, Hot Rod was in the movie. Barricade, did they even?
No.
Yeah. And, I mean, at least you get a Frenzy.
Definitely not Frenzy.
That Frenzy looks awesome.
So he didn't kill Barricade all the way back then?
Well, I mean, obviously not.
Barricade just doesn't die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he died in the first movie, to be honest.
No, he just pieced out.
No, it was like he got knocked out and he pieced out, and then in Revenge of the Fallen, but
Dark of the Moon,
he gets sniped. But apparently he survived that.
And gets completely reformatted and still pieces out again.
Yeah. I just like these things are studio series scale, and like they were coming with pieces like the Build-A-Figure Starscream pieces, so all these spare accessories to build some playset from a shitty movie. It's like who?
Yeah. Who? What do we need the furniture? Like, are we gonna make a freaking dollhouse?
I mean, if you want to have your Anthony Hopkins, and was that Anthony Hopkins' last film? Please tell me he did something else after that movie.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I'm on IMDb.
Oh, he did. Thank God. Thank God. But yeah, like it's like probably like Anthony Hopkins' like most phoned in performance. It's like, whew, at least that wasn't his League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah, that's
Could you imagine if they like dusted off Sean Connery and they're like, "Look, Sir Connery, we know LXG was your last film, so we're trying to offer you some redemption. It's called Transformers: The Last Night." They like dust him off, and he's like, "You're the last of the Witwickens."
They tried to do that with Crystal Skull. They're like, "Come back."
Dude.
He's like, "No, that's fine."
Anthony Hopkins is still working. He's got 2 projects in post-production right now.
Transformers 8 and
No, didn't he get killed in that movie?
Does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter. Well, he did Thor Ragnarok after that. Well, that was technically the same year. Westworld. He worked on Westworld after that.
Oh yeah, Westworld.
Yeah.
He's like big in that.
So
he's the same size. He's always been.
He's an important character in Westworld.
I think the rest of our news for third party comes from Dame Chuck, courtesy of Weibo posters. First up, we have I believe it's APC Toys. They're doing a KO upscale. I believe this is masterpiece scale. And I think we're gonna. I think somebody already did a KO upscale of Prime. But this is
a KO upscale of?
This is the deluxe. There was a deluxe Transformers Prime Megatron. It was actually a superior mold to the Voyager class one.
Got it over there.
And
that was the first editions. Those dude, you want to take me back to Hasbro taking me off? Those first editions that came out that were like all over Canada.
Amazing. And they were amazing.
Yeah.
And then the ones we actually got were like junk. First edition Starscream, amazing. Regular editions, regular Starscream, crap. First edition Prime, amazing.
We did get them as Toys R Us exclusives, but Toys R Us sat on the stock for a long time.
I never
that Cliff Jumper is one of my favorite figures.
I ended up getting the zombie Cliff Jumper, so that did the that satisfied that scratched that itch for me.
I got the one with the G1 head, the Japanese import.
Ooh, ain't you fancy?
Yeah, the GDO one.
Super fancy.
That was actually Chinese. The GDO series for China. They also had like Wheelie. They like repainted and remolded Jazz and turned him into Wheelie.
I remember that.
So, So
first edition Optimus and Bulkhead in stores.
I did, and I have both of them.
I never.
Bulkhead's pretty good though. Technically, what
who was GDO Braun?
Yes, and he never came out. At least he didn't come out in the States. I think he came out in China. But, here is the figure compared to the Voyager Starscream, which I think is inferior to the first edition, but just for scale, it kind of gives you an idea of how big this guy is. Interestingly, too, that he has the Decepticon insignia already on his chest. But the paint on this looks awesome. I like.
So who's making this?
It's a third-party company called APC Toys. Also, they give him his arm blades, which is amazing. Since that was the reason to have the Voyager class one, is because he technically had the arm blade attached with his, like, what was that Mech Tech gimmick called for Prime?
I can't remember that.
Yeah, Powerizer, I think it was, where it lit up.
Dude, the price on this. What scale is this?
It's
Chug.
Well, it's technically not Chug scale per se. It's bigger. You go back to there's the Voyager Starscream. You could make the argument that it's Chug scale.
This is 7.8 inches on Show Z.
Class. Old school Ultra class, which is now new school leader class. So he would be a leader class if Hasbro release it.
$56 on Show Z shipped.
It's not bad.
It's not
hateful.
No.
So. Question, and I like the fact that he's come with the accessories. That looks like the Dr. Wu Darksaber. That's in here.
Hold on, give me a second here. No, wait, that's Dr. Wu's Star Saber. That's not the Dark Saber. I've got one of those floating around here somewhere.
So
at any rate, we'll move on to.
They also did Prime, and they're doing a 2.0 repaint version of Prime, and that's $39.
Oh wow!
So it's not a bad if you want to get a set of Prime and Megatron.
Where the heck did my Darksaber go?
Anyway, as Dave looks for that, we also have some in-hand and rather finished-looking shots of the Trans Arts Toys skateboard gorilla, which is again newer
How did
company.
They name that?
What skateboard gorilla?
Yeah, I mean,
Because of this.
It's a gorilla on a skateboard. There you go.
Yeah.
Did you watch Beast Wars? Beast Wars?
Yes, I did. I was just
Okay.
being stupid.
I want to see a price on this. I'm hoping it's not that expensive because, like, again, the engineering looks like basically 1-for-1, save for better articulated hands and ankle rockers. But it looks basically like 1-for-1 with the original. I would have liked if they would have engineered like a diaphragm joint in here, like if they made a cut there and put that on a ball peg. I really think they could have.
Is there any kind of ab crunch on it?
I don't think there's
swivel?
any ab crunch. I think it's just the swivel.
Yeah.
But honestly, for display purposes, this looks pretty perfect. And in all honesty, like, this is a figure that like was a favorite of mine when I was a kid. And I'm really looking forward to owning another rendition of it because this looks like spot on perfect. I do know that the gorilla head does articulate, and I think the jaw opens too.
Yeah, I was not happy about that transmetal design. I
liked it a lot. I thought the gorilla mode was kind of dumb looking, but just as a toy, I mean, it was one of my favorite of the transmetal lines. That and Cheetor were definitely like two of my favorites, and he had like such playability.
The show made him cooler with the back coming in front of him, and he could have the Gatling gun. But as far as being a Transformer, I thought he did way less than the original Ultra Class.
But this is like a good first attempt. Like, again, I don't have it in hand, but this is like the type of figure that you do if you're a new company. Like, you do a figure that nobody else has done, that people will want. It's an Optimus Primal. Beast Wars is kind of hot right now, that no one's making. Because you've got your, official Optimus Primal, and you've got your Perfect Effect Optimal Optimus. So this is kind of great for somebody looking to, have the representation on their shelf. So I think that they did good picking their first figure here. And, I mean, obviously it looks good, at least to me.
Does the gorilla mode have knees?
I would assume yes.
Looks like there is a cut there.
Yeah. I mean, I would assume yes, but
they are the smallest legs ever.
We got this shot back here, and it looks like there's a cut, but I can't really tell. But
go back to the yeah. Where are they hiding the?
Yeah, that's just the thyroid
bot mode chest. Does that flip around to his back?
Yeah, it flips around, and the So when it's the same design. Like, basically, when he's in gorilla mode, this piece here becomes his back. Like,
okay,
the back for robot mode and the back for gorilla mode is the same, and that's just basically how the chest works. It's the same engineering.
Okay.
Yeah, the gorilla chest is behind that back.
Yeah. I like how he comes with the blast effect.
I like that they added extra articulation. It looks cool, but it's so close to the original toy that it's almost like meh.
But the toy was so animation accurate.
Yeah, that's the bad part. Some toys, like when they started making Masterpiece, I was thinking some Transformers shows don't even need a Masterpiece because the toys look exactly like the show, or the show looks exactly like the toy, like Siege. But I see they're making that 3-0 Optimus.
Yeah.
Proving me wrong.
I think if this had an ab crunch, it would be basically perfection. But I mean, as it stands, I'm really excited for it. I'm gonna get it. I do have some concerns about the elbow articulation. I mean, it looks like it's a pretty robust hinge right there, but I think it's probably going to stop at like 90 degrees.
I don't know. That hinge is like
really forward.
It's far forward, so it might actually come close to touching.
I hope it does.
I wouldn't be surprised if it does.
I hope it does. Let me go back to that shot of his back, because it does look like they have the sculpted in part right here, so that like when it does rotate forward, it'll complete the look of the elbow, which I think the original toy had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like it has a cutout for that.
Yeah.
But the hinge being far forward like that is going to let it close almost completely, I think.
Yeah, I hope it does, though, because like, I say it because like right here, if you see like how it is there.
Yeah,
but then again,
right there. You're right.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I think you're going to get 90 degrees out of that at best.
Yeah.
That's about as far forward as it's going to go.
Next.
All right. So we do have one more bit of third parties, and I'm surprised that this one has not hit the normal sites again. Dame Chalk, courtesy. Well, actually, this one's I think courtesy of Fans Hobby themselves, because they posted this. So yeah, this actually is from Fans Hobby. The post, I should say. We just got Minerva. It looks like we are getting Ghost Shooter or Nightbeat. This is their prototype MB13 Ace Hitter, which sounds like it might be a renaming. And judging from the head, it looks like it's Ghost Shooter, which means Nightbeat's probably not far behind. And also, hey, sell your repaint before you sell the character everybody wants, right? But this is looking good. They definitely did a lot of retooling. If you happen to have Minerva handy, she's far more Svet and feminine. So I think he has better looking hands, although they probably are the same hands. Because that's one thing they didn't give Minerva was feminine hands. They kind of gave her pretty big hands.
Her hands are crap. I hate it. And it looks like from zoomed in, he has the same hands.
Yeah.
How you think his backpack transforms without popping off?
I'm not sure, because you can see the hinge underneath. It looks like it folds up.
Go to the picture you just get. Yeah, I like the way the elbows look like they work.
Yeah,
definitely the Adler. That's the main thing grabbed me is that torso articulation.
It's kind of cool to see a male figure have it, because normally it's just an ab crunch, but I like the side to side. I like the fact that MP44 has it.
It's neat. I mean, I like Master Force. I mean, actually, but I mean, again, Fans Hobby takes this. I like that they take characters like these and they run with it. You know, nobody else is going for it. They did, and
the
so
best
no one can.
The best selling point I can give you is $60.
Yeah, if they're doing the same price as they did for Minerva, I'm in for all of them.
Fair enough.
All right, now getting into our non-Transformers news, we got one that I'm sure is going to excite Dave. They're calling this Tekken 7, and
the Jin Kazama.
Yeah, to me it definitely looks like his Tekken 3 costume, which is great because I think that's the one that people would want.
I still need to get a Kazuya.
Because I mean, it's cool because they have like Kazuya, Heihachi, and now Jin, and that kind of is like for a lot of people that can be your display.
And that's kind of what Storm does. I mean, it's like their King of Fighters one. They pick some select figures. I mean, as much as you want more, it's like I'm happy with what I got from them. I mean, with Tekken, there's so many more iconic characters.
Yeah.
Yoshimitsu, that I love.
Nina, Nina will be next.
Nina, Jack,
or Bear, one of those bears.
Kuma.
Well, you see, Kuma went calls an E, but you got. I definitely would want King. You know, the Jaguar wrestler. King, Iron King, Yoshi. I think I said Yoshimitsu.
It was Armor King.
Yeah, Armor King.
You know what I would buy? Pac-Man with the wooden mech suit.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's better than the Pac-Man that was in Smash Brothers.
Mokujin would be another one.
Not Smash Brothers, but Capcom versus SNK, Street Fighter versus Tekken. God, that was a horrible game.
Yeah, you ever watch like Matt McMuscles, because he does his whole like What Happened series, and like everybody like talks about like how they just completely forgot about Tekken X Street Fighter.
Yeah,
like that was supposed to be a thing, and it fizzled out.
They did the Street Fighter Tekken, but they didn't do the Tekken Street Fighter. It's kind of like Capcom versus SNK 2, but not many people remember the SNK versus Capcom, which was actually a pretty cool game.
They probably didn't know how to make them do those weird combos that Tekken did. Only Tekken I had was Part 3.
I would have thought it was going to play more like Soul Calibur than Tekken.
Well, we got a taste of it. I don't know if you guys ever played Tekken 7, but Akuma's in it.
I have Tekken 7.
Okay.
But
yeah, Akuma's in it.
Yeah.
I forgot about it. I think I saw a preview for that and forgot all about it.
They put a lot of interesting characters in Tekken 7. They put Negan into it, Geese Howard from King of Fighters or Fatal Fury.
Negan seems like he should be Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur, I know. Not arguing with you on that. I think I would like Negan more than The Witcher.
The last Soul Calibur I had was on GameCube, and I regretted that because that GameCube controller is not made for Soul Calibur.
But you had Link in it.
Well,
yeah, that's why I wanted it. But
they had that.
Oh yeah, I bought an adapter to let me use my PlayStation 2 controller.
Yeah, they had those adapters, and they had that Hori fight pad that was pretty good.
But I was like, how am I supposed to click the X, Y, and A at the same time when they're so far apart? That controller was awesome for everything except fighting games. Mortal Kombat was okay on there.
If you ever want the worst fighting game experience, it was called playing Street Fighter on a Genesis.
With a 3-button controller to be specific.
Right.
Exactly.
With the 6-button controller, no, you were better off than you were on Super Nintendo because it was painful using the shoulder buttons.
Yeah, I got good with the shoulder buttons, but
for me, it's always painful just because it's like I gotta remember which is kick and which is punch.
I think the only way to go is just wild turkey action. That's my method.
Oh, button mashing.
Yeah.
No, he takes a shot of wild turkey and then plays the game.
one MagFest, we had a Sonic the Hedgehog drinking game where every time you got hit, you had to take a shot.
Ooh.
Or no, you had to take a sip, and every time you died, you had to take a shot, and you couldn't stop until you finished the level.
Until you lost your rings.
Or you passed out.
I probably would have passed out. I probably would have passed out.
Actually, no, there was a default where it was you had to take a shot if you died, but if you got to a game over screen, then you were exempt. You passed the controller at that point. And then I remember the poor souls that got to the Egg Fortress. And at that point, they were not good enough to play.
Do we know a price on this, Jen? Because he doesn't come with that.
I'm guessing he's probably going to be in the realm of like 60 or 70.
I'd probably say about $75.
Yeah.
Remember when they first came out at Toys R Us? I was like, wow.
And they were $50.
And they only had the 2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think he looks good.
He does.
All right, moving on. We got another one. Some Marvel Legends news that's going to tickle Dave's fancy. This one just went up. What's that?
I said maybe mine's.
And probably yours. The
Is it
Punisher and the motorcycle, he's now available for pre-order.
Oh,
I
yeah,
just
that's
pre-ordered
got
mine
Dave
from-
written all over it. Dave likes him a good Marvel Legends motorcycle.
Yes, I do. And I've already pre-ordered mine from Nate Simmons Toys and Collectibles.
Sweet. And you're going to repaint it?
Hell yeah. I mean, that's an okay motor.
Give it some dry brushing.
That's like the 4th time they've used that bike, but that bike takes... It paints up beautifully.
Now, what's up with that helmet?
Yeah, what is up with that helmet? That seems really out of place.
It's just a cool, like, he beat up a biker and took his helmet.
Oh, okay.
And that's Snake Eye's gun. The mouse is on.
Oh.
The cursor is on.
Well, not only that, that would also be a fantastic Dreadnought bike. If they ever do the Dreadnoughts out. So you got...
Somebody to customize them.
You got more weapons for Snake Eyes. Or any of your Joes. Or you've got a cool thing for your Marvel Legends. That's a win all over.
You can make Punisher join a G.I. Joe. That seemed like something that would happen.
We didn't talk much about Cobra Baroness, the fact that we're finally getting a G.I. Joe with a vehicle. It's like, we first looked at it like, oh, she's coming with a motorcycle, but is that like a hint that vehicles are going to be back for G.I. Joe?
You would think that's probably not a one-off.
I heard some complaints about her elbows, by the way. They do not go past 90 degrees.
She's pretty, though.
T's like, I don't care. All she got to do is look sexy and stand next to Destro.
Most people complain because the bike is red.
Just
Yeah,
complain
they complain about everything.
Buyer.
Correct.
I'm with Matt.
Actually, I need to get another Destro because the elbow on mine's kind of broken.
Mine, the shoulder was really stuck. I had to keep moving it back and forth.
The elbow on mine was really loose, and I put floor polish on it, and it seems to have made it like really sticky. So hopefully he'll
joke there.
Yeah, right. Hopefully he'll be back in stock sometime soon, so I can replace him.
This Punisher looks awesome. He comes with awesome weapons, and I may buy this at full price.
I'm buying it. I'm flat out buying it. Well,
That's
as I said,
one hell of an endorsement. When T-Man says he's going to pay full price.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I got the Cosmic Ghost Rider full price because he looked cool too.
Next up, another one that went available for pre-order: your Rogue and Pyro set.
Yeah.
And that's a Pulse exclusive.
Yes.
I hope I can get on. As I said, I can't do any major orders until after I move. So.
When does this release?
October.
So why couldn't you? Hasbro Pulse doesn't charge you until it ships. Why should just pre-order?
Well, actually, no. That's not. There's Entertainment Earth, BBTS, Megalopolis. Jesus, why can't I say that? In Dorkside.
This was $50 though, which does not.
Yeah.
Usually they're $42.
I think they're charging for the new hit.
This isn't coming with anything extra though. It's like
two flame effects.
Two flame effect. Like these are two regular Marvel Legends.
And I think the flame effects have seen. I saw someone mention that they wish that the flame effects
came with Iron Fist.
Someone was mentioning they wish the flame effects were actually coming from the
so
two.
Here you go. Here you go, Dave.
Yeah, they came
fan
from
channel exclusive, and Nate will have it up for pre-order tomorrow.
Okay, Nate, go ahead and put me down for one.
I wish I'd picked up the other Rogue that came out with the Deadpool. Is it Deadpool? Whatever.
They're gonna bring a different one.
She's coming back out.
They showed her glove accessory where she's pulling the glove off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, that dude's got some thunder thighs on him from that shot.
Yeah, a lot of people, if you're like Pyro is a very lithe character.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying they should use the pizza Spidey body.
No. I'm tired of the pizza Spidey body. It's
Yeah,
always
but-
gummy. The knees are a mess. It doesn't have thigh rotation.
I'm just saying, it's like, or at least the pizza Spidey torso. Because, yeah, he got some chunky thighs.
Make a new body, damn it.
Well, they did. That's the Sunfire body. Or the Bullseye. Actually, the Bullseye body is
That
a
body-
little thinner.
That body is 2 or 3 years old now.
Listen, we're still getting Bucky caps, even though they said they retired it. So,
Oh, yeah, that's nuts. And this body that Rogue has, she's using the pinless technology, so she doesn't have pins in the knees, so that's probably the extra $5. And it seems like they don't give us alternate faces anymore, so maybe that's part of the cost as well. Everything that comes with a bunch of extra faces, I notice, costs more. It's weird. Back in the day when you got a cheap pack, instead of $40, they would be $30.
Yeah, because
Now
it was like,
you pay $10 more.
yeah. And then like when you found figures that were repaints, like the repaints for like store exclusives, those would always be cheaper.
I mean, Rogue does have a lot of new. That skirt is new. The pinless technology. I can't see if she has boot swivel. It doesn't look like it. She has 2 new faces. Pyro has new faces and new costume.
It doesn't look like she has boot swivel. She has an area where you could have a cut for it, that white stripe, but Pyro definitely does. You can see right there.
Yeah. I like them. They gave me a bunch of accessories and alternate faces. I love alternate faces so that they don't have to just look one dumb way.
See, wouldn't it have made more sense there that flame effects are actually shooting out of the tubes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They
No,
definitely. They could definitely redo Destiny because they're doing the that cape thing that they gave for Storm, and they put on that Deadpool character. What's her name? Deadpool's wife. So that would go well with Destiny. And yes, we definitely need a new Avalanche.
Is it
Blob.
Chica? Is that her name? Chica?
Yeah, but Blob. Yeah, I want a Brotherhood / Freedom Force. I absolutely want that.
All right. Next up, this will be a kind of a quick one, but our favorite retailer to get store exclusives from.
Walmart.
Yep, Walmart, and specifically Walmart.com. So for anybody interested, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, so that's Friday the 7th, Walmart is going to have 1,000 of these available. And this is the Spawn figure with the mace, autographed by Todd McFarlane. And it's the Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn for anybody that's just listening. And here's the other kicker, $59.99. Yeah.
Is it because it's autographed?
Yeah, it does come with a certificate of certificate of authenticity. I don't know why I couldn't say that
autograph.
one.
Todd.
Yeah, right.
But it's Walmart shipping, so it's going to get beat to shit.
Yeah, it's going to get beat to shit. You're probably going to have people get, bots snag them.
They can have them because I'm not going to pay more than $20.
It's funny because like that MSRP, I think, wasn't that the upgrade price to get the Kickstarter one autographed?
Something like that, but
yeah.
I do want this.
I know they're not going to change out the.
I want it for like $15.
I mean, I think it's worth $20. I wish that they did color variants for the extra weapons. Maybe
some more variants to it. I've got 2 of the exact same figure, which I want to be cutting. I want to be cutting up one just to see if I can get the articulation on it.
Yeah,
but this is the fourth version.
Yeah, well, it's technically the second, just autographed.
Well, the axe, the mace, the sword.
Yeah, and this has the mace.
Yeah.
with an autograph.
I wished no one would buy this because it's absurd that they're charging that much for just an autograph.
Todd charges
More than
more at
double
a
the
toy
price.
show.
Who
or at a
cares?
comic.
Who cares that it's an autograph? It's just some dude wrote on it. Like, I'm gonna throw away the box anyway. Like, who cares?
I agree and I disagree at the same time. Like
If
for
you
me,
don't open it, I would.
yeah. Nate says a signature costs $100 at conventions. I think if you go to a convention and meet the guy and that's your souvenir, I see. I'm not one for just getting stuff autographed that has no meaning to me.
That's not worth $100 though.
I feel like if you get the, and again, I think $100 is too much for what it is, and I get that a lot of these guys live off of their autographs and stuff, and they make money at cons.
Jason David Franco owes me $40.
That's probably why he's doing it, because like there aren't any conventions to go to this year.
He's like, "What can I sign?" And he sees the stat of Spawn.
And I'm not condemning it or condoning it. I'm just saying that's probably why it's being done. I just think it's like Walmart.com. Really, this is something that would be better off on like his own website.
Sure.
Walmart could be just facilitating this sale, and they could still be shipping this from their own distribution.
Maybe.
Still, I mean, look what happened with the last Walmart, the gigawatt thing. Like
just look what happened with the first Spawn.
I mean, it was supposed to go up, and it was an hour or 2 hours. It was so late.
I still have not seen an actual person that I know, even through Facebook, that got that gigawatt, that actually ordered that gigawatt.
People use bots. That's the problem.
If you go on eBay, you can find people that actually got it.
Yeah,
I don't know them. I don't know, like I'm sure people did get an order in, but
there's
no
some
one
person
in
that,
like DMV that I know of got an order.
There's some person on the boards that admitted that they got like a few dozen, like several dozen of those figures.
Fuck them.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Did anybody ever see the Black Widow with the jetpack in Walmart?
Nope. But I bought it from
yeah.
somebody. I bought it from somebody who did. Very nice guy named Kevin Watkins. He charged me $22. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's interesting too. It's like after we went on that rant last week, Dan Larson comes out with a video today. I don't know if you guys saw it on the Toy Galaxy YouTube about how like just people are sucking the fun out of collecting by doing this shit.
Mm-hmm. I agree completely.
And I really think that there's a strong message that collectors need to start taking to heart, is that you don't give in to the secondhand market. You make those people sit on their stocks, because that's the thing. That's all these resellers do, is they buy stuff up. They don't care about it. They can say, "Oh, capitalism, this," or supporting the. Believe me, I'm a firm believer in capitalism, but I don't believe in buying up the entire stock of something so that you are the new market for it. It's bullshit. And really, it sets a bad precedent, because I really wish that supply could meet demand. But when you're giving resellers money and you're giving them more money than you're giving the manufacturer, it really sets a bad precedent. So just
I was doing that with the NECA groups. One guy was like, "What's the rarest Godzilla around?" Because NECA's losing the Godzilla license.
Yeah.
So I told him Godzilla Tartar, and he reported me for shit posting.
NECA's the prime example of that. There's no reason for the shortages. Like the gigawatt, the gigawatt I get, because they did the date, right? So they had a set amount.
With Turtles, there is a reason, and that's Playmates.
But but then explain how Toka and Razar are having open pre-order now, because
That's a
COVID.
response to
But
the
that's my
retail.
point. Beforehand, it was going to be, here's a limited amount, y'all fight it out. But now they're like, hey, fuck
But
it, we can make more.
it's a double-edged sword. It's like if you want to get the recognition for your brand, you have to have it where people can see it, where people are like, oh, I grew up with that. I do agree that they should have better direct sales, 100%. I think that, you know, when they're putting this stuff out in Target, like I can't find Metalhead right now. It would be nice if I could go on NECA's website and boom, he's there. But here's the other problem too. It's like if I go to Target, it's like a 2-pack would run you like $50. That's great. That's like $25 a figure. But I skipped on Token and Razor because I'm not paying $22 shipping for a set that already cost more than your standard 2-pack. It's like if that thing was in Target, whatever. But I'm not paying $100 for that set.
But I still get the, at least that's, I would even call that a convenience fee that you don't have. You're giving you the availability and the option to buy it without having to fight over it.
Yeah.
But that's still in a response to their limited quantities in the first place, which led to the shortages that led to the scalpers. So if they were selling the shit at regular price with good shipping from the get, with good availability, they wouldn't even do any of this.
At Target, I'm not sure if it's the same for Walmart, but at Target, they don't even, like the Target staff doesn't even stock that section. They have a rep that comes in and does it too.
That's part of the problem with them, is that when NECA distributes their product, you can go hunting for it, and it could be sitting in the back room, and you don't have a chance. Like maybe you get a good employee that goes back and looks. Maybe you don't. Maybe you get lucky, it's on the shelf. Maybe it's not. It's not like you can just go online. Especially now with COVID, you would think that they would be making an effort to put everything online. Like you should have an option. Or at least an option to ship the store and have it held for you and you can go pick it up.
Right, I agree.
That should be the minimum effort. If not, hey, here it is online. We'll ship it to your house.
I mean, look at the Cobra Island stuff. What happened there? How in the hell does it end up selling out in seconds? I mean, 4 or 5 seconds.
Well, there's Cobra Island. There's like 38 different screw ups that happened with that.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's indicative of what's been. It's just one more, you know. It's
Hasbro
not like
saying,
that's nothing.
We're gonna put it out on the 1st. We're gonna put it out on the 1st. Oh, we put it actually on the 26th, and the ones
and all the boxes were marked the 26th.
Well, I just meant the online sales for starters. Before you even get to the in-store stuff, I meant the online sales. Like, how is that even possible? Like, if you short stock that much on pre-orders, I don't get it. It seemed like it's an awfully low number.
It had to be. The Baroness, did anybody actually show that they bought the Baroness?
I don't think so.
I've never seen a human post anywhere that they actually.
You know why? Because she's probably coming in her own box. Well, I mean, she's definitely coming in her own box.
All of them have their own DPCI.
Yeah, they're all case packed per figure.
Yeah.
So in theory, they shouldn't be that hard to find once they hit the stores. But
I wanted them to do that when Transformers alternators were out. I hate it. Having like a million smoke screens.
But
I think that they're just going to be too slow to adapt to the new, like, everything has to be online sales model. You know, I think that there's going to be a point later down the road where we'll probably complain that, like, why isn't this in the store? Why is it only online? Because they're finally going to adapt. It's going to be like a year too late.
I don't know. I don't know that we'd complain because, like, so much of stuff, you know, so much of the Transformers releases are online only. I mean, you get to the Generation Select stuff. I mean, I think Scorponok is the first Titan class figure in 2 years to actually release at major retail stores because
I never saw Predaking.
I don't even think I saw Fort Max. Now I think about it, because we had Fort Max.
I saw because I put Fort Max on. I bought Fort Max on layaway.
So it was like Triptychon, Predaking, and Omega Supreme. I had to buy online, all 3 of them.
Triptychon I got at an Ollie's.
You know, it makes me wonder too if it's not the online infrastructure's there. Obviously, it's been there for years, but maybe it's not. It's the fact that toy sales have not adjusted to the collector. They're still selling to the kids and the kids' parents, kind of thing. Where they're set up now, where they figure, hey, GI Joes are going to go to kids. Now we know that they're not, and maybe some part of Hasbro knows, but there's some disconnect here where it's like.
I think I know what the disconnect is. I think the problem is like, so you're a kid going through, the toy aisle, right? And it's like, it's all slim pickings because you're limited to going to the store when your parents want to go. And unless your parents are a collector and are savvy about it, you go through and you're getting like all the stuff that's been picked over. So like a lot of the main characters that you'd want to get, like, like say, when a new Marvel movie comes out, Black Widow gone.
Mom, I was gonna buy him, but this weird guy with a deep voice with his cell phone bought it.
Yeah, you get like a cool Iron Man or a cool War Machine or Captain America. Like Worthy Cap. Worthy Cap is a figure I think a lot of kids would have enjoyed, but he was a Walmart exclusive, and then he was just gone. Transformers. The leader class stuff. It's like Prime. He was hard to get when he first came out. I mean, the Voyager Prime and Megatron, well, Megatron stayed on the shelf, but Prime was consistently sold out. So it's like the main target characters, they just kind of sell out and they don't really match the supply to the demand. And then you get weird stuff for like every store I go in, Grapple is like warming shelves like nobody's business.
6 or 7 fucking Grapples just sitting there. Yeah,
you have to, you're lucky to find one Starscream. So it's like, going back to what you're saying about like the stores catching up to the collectors. It's like I don't think that they even have the kids in mind. It's like one, like with Siege coming out, it was number 7. I'm not sure what it is this week, but last week it was number 7 in the most watched for Netflix. So if that doesn't market to kids, I don't know what will. Because I mean, it's not just collectors.
I don't think it was kids who was watching that Siege.
No, I mean, but it was
44.
Yeah, but it was number 7, so people were probably watching it with their kids, probably putting it on for their kids.
Yeah, a lot of people told me they were going to watch it with their kids.
Yeah. So
a lot of that has to do with the aging fan base too.
Right.
I can't. That show though was not something that you could just put on and set your kids in front of it and walk away. They are going to go grab that remote after 5 minutes and change the channel, and they're going to put it on YouTube. And because the dialogue in that show was not for kids. We have to secure the Allspark.
Unless they like anime.
We have to beat the Decepticons to the Allspark and get it off the planet, or else the planet will explode. Kids are not going to watch that shit. Us old farts are watching that shit.
But I mean, the other thing too is like you have cool figures like Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes is flying off the shelf. I've only seen him in stores once. And if you're a kid, how are you going to discover Snake Eyes if you can't find him on the shelf? I think that there's.
I don't have 50 variations.
Maybe, but I'm just saying. I feel like for cooler characters, there's a harder time for some kid to just stumble across the figure on a store.
Snake Eyes is going to be the Bumblebee of the G.I. Joe line. I guarantee it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they got the movie coming out, so.
Right, but the line's got to survive that long. That's the problem. Right. Now we're there to buy all the stuff. I mean, we're trying anyway. Target, fucking.
Well, it's being bought, so.
I mean, but the point is though, how disconcerting is it to someone that's not a typical fan or someone that's looking casually, and the pegs are always empty.
They're not doing anything to create new fans, is I guess what I was trying to say in a roundabout way.
Yes.
And if you don't have the supply there, if you're not willing to take the risk, how are you ever going to create new fans? I mean, people will just say, oh, well, the children, they like apps and they like video games. And it's like, they may like those things, but what are you doing to interest them in merchandise, that, is an extension of those things? So
I'm with you on that, but as far as they're saying is, okay, all the units are bought.
And the nice thing too is it's not like they're stupid about it or they don't know how to do it. Like for instance, Minecraft Dungeons came out a little while ago, right? my kid is super 110% into Minecraft, and he started playing Dungeons a few weeks ago. Well, his birthday's coming up, and lo and behold, I go into Target a few days ago, and they have now this whole section dedicated to Minecraft Dungeons. Just perfect timing to sync up with, hey, kids have now they're playing this game, they're starting to get into this game, they're beating this game. Now is the time to spring the toys on them when they're excited about it. So he's got a bunch of birthday presents lined up with Minecraft stuff. That was just perfect timing and worked out really well that it happened to be on the shelf and available for me, for him, that's going to be excited about it.
My cousin's son is very aware of the Mario Legos. Like, very aware. Like, last time I saw him, he was like, he's my cousin's son, but he calls me Uncle Jordan. He's like, Uncle Jordan, guess what I saw? And I was like, what? They have Lego Mario. And he's like, I know my birthday is a far away time.
I thought you were going Christian Bale Batman with him. I'm like, Uncle Jordan.
Yeah. He's like, I know my birthday is a far away time, but Christmas is, we still have Christmas this year. So if you could please.
Now, Halloween got canceled.
Right.
Just buy him a Mario.
The Lego Mario is kind of an odd duck too, because there's no game push right now. It's just randomly out in the ether. Like, it's kind of odd timing. Just
you know what?
Here's Mario thing.
This is the 35th anniversary of Mario. So they're supposed to have been doing a whole bunch of Mario games this year, but they haven't made any announcements really besides
it's
Super Mario.
Yeah. No, it's Nintendo. Like, Nintendo will be like, here's an announcement, and the game is out next month. And it's like, wait, what?
I prefer
that's like Jazzwares.
Yeah.
When was the Netflix Siege show supposed to come
June.
out? Oh, so they released the toys way early anyway.
Yeah. Well, they came out in early June, at least most Walmarts, but yeah.
I don't think it mattered. I think the toys were more popular than the show.
Right.
Well, too, it's like the show will retroactively make you care about some characters. I mean, in some instances, like now, how many people wish they had picked up that Jetfire? Or no spoilers, but certain characters shine in this show.
Regret that they sold that Jetfire.
I can think of at least.
I think he'll get a re-release. I think he'll get like a Walmart re-release, probably with the slightly
blade.
Different paint deco. Yeah, probably with the blade.
Yeah.
But
definitely some characters shine more than others and would have a compelling reason to go pick up this figure now on a character you may not have cared about otherwise.
And you can make all of those hounds be variants and have their head pop off.
Right. Yeah, that's just it's Battlefield Hound. He's dead.
The variant is the one that doesn't pop off. It's not that's not decapitated.
That was the one I got. I was like, I don't give a shit about this. And then I realized that two of the ones I got did not come with Teletron 1 pieces. And I was like, yeah, well.
Wow.
So I ended up throwing away all of what I had for Teletron 1.
You know what? You could buy that new backdrop they're coming out with.
I have the what was it, that one company? I have their Teletron 1. The one that's like supposed to be masterpiece scale.
Yeah.
So if I really wanted to like,
there's some art backdrops.
That was one thing we didn't talk about in the B-side was Teletron.
Yeah, it didn't really do much. It shot a bunch of guns.
It was there. That was about it.
It was there.
But I think that's the first time Teletron 1 has been in a Transformers series since animated.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. So speaking of series,
listening to us.
well, I was gonna say, we ended up going off on our own interesting side discussion, but just before we wrap up tonight's episode, 100 episodes in, just want to, get some highlights from you guys. Doing this many shows. What's been like, what's been your highlight? So we'll start off with True Star Screamer.
I told you I got 4 more shows before I hit 100.
Well, no, I mean we're talking about 4-figure action. So, and I mean, as Joe is saying, if you count your B-sides.
Oh, I know. Well, I mean, obviously the highlights hanging out with you guys in TFCon. We've had some awesome guests on. Those definitely for some neat things. From the guy from Jazzwares to John Bailey, Spence. Whatever happened to that guy? I wonder. But I mean,
he's on to better things.
I mean, that's easily probably some of the coolest things about it. I mean, being able to sit here, kill time, talk toys. And I mean, when you guys asked me to be on the show, it was an awesome thing. That's still the highlight of it all. And throwing as many dumb jokes out as I can possibly.
You're not even going to mention your, the bromance with Nightwing and him?
Well.
That is an epic bromance.
We don't talk about that.
At one point we need to get a slow-mo sequence of you and Nightwingham, like running through a field.
At TFCon. At TFCon,
running
you guys
through
can
the
do
dealer room.
Exactly.
And embracing in a epic hug.
We'll do that at TFCon in Baltimore. Me and Nightwingham.
There you go. Where is Nightwingham located, by the way?
Nevada.
No. There you go.
And speaking of him, I'll do mine real quick and just say that it's super nice to see. It's really, really heartwarming to see the same people show up every week in the chat and in the comments and watching, and we really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
That's been my high point, is to see the same guys. I mean, always looking for new people, don't get me wrong, but guys, you guys show up every week to hear our utter bullshit. We appreciate it.
And it really is bullshit.
Bullshit and banter.
But you seem to like our particular brand, so thank you. T, how about you?
I like being able to eat during the show.
You're the Han of from Fast and Furious for our show.
Even though you
eating all the time.
And I like talking about stuff. The stuff we talk about. And spending time with you guys, and definitely when I get to actually see the chat, because sometimes I don't have another device to actually look at the chat. It is fun to see that the same people are coming back. We haven't made them sick of us yet.
I know, right?
Even when we go 2 hours over.
I think the rambling ones are some of the most fun. I mean, if you go over, it means you've just had a lot of stuff to talk about.
I do like the interview stuff.
Yeah.
The people we have talked to. It's been really cool. TFCon was cool. Oh yeah, and the Dave shirt and the Dave Dave face.
That's the Dave face is going to Nightwing when I sent him his you might have thought I forgot, but I was like, you know what? And that was like my ulterior motive when I saw this in Target. I was like, oh, he's been saying he wants that every week. And I was like, that'll be the perfect vehicle to send him the Dave face. Joe, how about you?
I gotta agree with Matt and T-Man that the consistency of the core group of guys that are chatting every week, it's pretty impressive. I'm amazed that 100 episodes in that we still have this many people consistently watching our show and putting up with the Dave jokes.
Oh, come on.
I think that's awesome.
Especially our friends.
Not only that, but they anticipate the Dave jokes. They yearn it. They want that Dave joke every week.
Needed.
It's almost like they can't go to bed
I did not
on Thursday night without that Dave joke. And I mean, I think that for a kind of fly-by-wire kind of easygoing setup that we have here. The fact that we've interviewed some of the people that we've interviewed, and some
Really
big
bullshitted
names.
That they think that we're significant.
Yeah, I mean,
doesn't that kind of like speak volumes if like you go in with that attitude, anything's possible?
Yeah, I think so, and I think that I think that what we have done just in fun, without really, we're not out to like break YouTube or anything like that. We're not out to be the best, but I think what we've accomplished in 100 episodes is pretty amazing. What we've done, and like tonight is a good example. I mean, we've had a pretty consistent group of people that are watching us live all night for 2.5 hours now plus, and that's I like that.
My feet aren't fuzzy.
You made an interesting point too about the prep for the show and just a little behind the scenes data for people for 100th episode. Each episode that we put out takes about 200 man hours of procrastination.
Procrastination, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Zero prep.
Nope.
No, I mean, that's listen. This is like we just do this for fun, and that's what I really love about it. We just do it for fun. We just want to talk about the things that we like and the things that bring us a little bit of joy, and we like to share that with everybody. And we have a lot of people that like to just listen to that and watch us do that and share it with us live. And the chat is always like, I mean, the chat, especially since COVID, the show chat has kind of replaced our group meetup.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
And it's nice to have that. I think that without that, it would, this whole 2020 has been kind of a real, it's like it's constantly trying to beat us down, but there's all these little things that keep us afloat and keep our head above water, and that's one of them. I love the chat every week. It's almost like the chat is like its own little sideshow. You know what, I almost wish that the live chat was like static comments, so that whenever anyone viewed our show, after it's live, so tomorrow morning and so forth, we do get a lot of views after the fact. A lot of people do watch us after the fact, but I kind of wish that live chat was there in that comment,
live scrolling as it happens.
Yeah, I mean, you have to do it. You have to like select that option to do it, but it's its own thing, and I love it. Everybody talks to each other, and they share their own stories. So yeah, I mean, I just think that 200, like by the time we hit 200 episodes, like if we've done this much in 100 episodes, what are we gonna like the realization? Like, wow, what could we accomplish by 200 episodes? It's amazing. So I'm really looking forward to that. Here's to episode 200.
And if anybody wants to know why Joe was so well spoken and just the most eloquent, gracious speech, is because drunk as
fuck.
I am drunk as fuck. I have to admit that I am.
You just got the "I love you, man" speech from Joe.
My wife bought these new big cups. These are pretty large cups, and I thought that when I started tonight's episode with one of these cups full of Jameson and Coke, that would be enough. But no, I had to go refill halfway through. So here I am, drunk as fuck. And if that was eloquent speech, then maybe
it was very well done.
I was
then maybe every week I will be drunk as fuck. That'll be the new standard. And meanwhile, I've noticed that Dave is still playing with his pussy.
I hate this figure.
Oh, I like Cheetor.
Did you just break your pussy? Your pussy's in 2 pieces, Dave.
He spread his pussy wide open.
I'm having some trouble. I'm having some trouble here.
Spread his pussy wide open, trying to get it in the box.
While Dave is working the angle there, Jordan, how about you?
Well, yeah. So for me, I can't believe we're already at 100 episodes. It feels like yesterday that we started this, and for those that don't know,
you missed a couple episodes.
Well, yeah, right. But you know, no, I don't have the Cal Ripken like streak of attendance, though. You know, I do want to thank everybody who's stuck with us along the way. You know, for those that don't know how we got all this started, I mean, you know, I've done other podcasts with folks before, and you know, my want for doing something like this came maybe about 7 years ago when T and I first became friends, and we would just talk every day through Messenger. And you know, back then I was giving him, you know, just like stuff I'd like to see on his channel as like pointers, like hey, maybe you should do this, when it was really like, you know, this is stuff I'd like to see you do. But you know, we talk so much, and I was just like, why? If you're looking for extra content, because back then it's funny, and T, I think you might agree with this, is like back then you didn't have, you know, enough toys to fill the content. You were like always like struggling, looking for something else to review, and now it's like you have too much stuff, and the backlog.
Is that why you had that old review of a box of Teddy Grahams? I wasn't sure why.
Some stuff never even gets reviewed anymore.
But you know, just one day I made the suggestion. I said, why don't we just like talk and like have like our conversations? Because we would talk like this, like we'd have these conversations. It would just be me and him like going back and forth and rattling off about toy news and what we thought of figures, and leaving these several minute long Facebook audio messages. And like I was like, the rambling back and forth, there's something to this. And you know, I did the show at the Realm of Collectors for a while, and you know, after I ended that venture, I was just like, you know, I really would like to do a show with my friends. And of course, we started off with Adrian and Deluxe, Matt, T, myself, and you know, I just really like having these conversations. It's like we're hanging out and you know, talking about this stuff. Yeah, we go through news and all, but I really like the conversations that come out, and I like how we've evolved, and we have the interactivity, and we have the people that are here every week. You guys know who you are. We got Mark 44, Sportimus is here a lot, Nightwing and them. I can't name everybody. Nathan Simmons, Kevin Womack, Winston. You know, No Effort Randomness, Your Own Games Go. I mean, you know, I don't want to upset anybody by missing out and not giving you a shout out. But you know, you guys are awesome, and you know,
we know you.
Yeah, we know you. And I'm going to feel bad because I'm you know, like Noble Young, another person that's in here all the time. Really appreciate all the people that pop in. It's great when we see some names pop in here too, like you know, Epic Disaster's been in here. So, you know, Plastic Addict, again, so many people to mention, and seeing new names popping in too. So it's really cool to see you guys in here every week, or just anybody that comes in to interact with the chat. It makes us, like, you know, like Joe was saying, it kind of makes you feel like you're in a hangout. You know, we forged some real friendships with getting these meetups together. Thanks to the DMV Action Figure Society, Realm of Collectors, we get all that stuff going through those pages. And it's, you know, it's really cool to take the community one step further, and you know, just kind of share our love of the hobby with people. You know, we were talking about how, you know, right now sometimes collecting can feel like a chore. I never want it to feel like a chore, but you know, when you actually meet people that appreciate the hobby as much as you do, some of the stuff, you know, you might not be able to get everything. You know, FOMO is a big problem in the community, but you know, sometimes when you go and you just hang out with a bunch of people that are into the hobby as you, and they've got some stuff that they want to share that you're not necessarily interested in, and they bring it to the table, and you know, you just get to sit and enjoy what you have versus your next acquisition. It really validates everything. just knowing that there are people out there that are as passionate about you and having conversations with real people as instead of being so fixated on what's next and what's new. But that, I'll say that to say this is that, it is also fun to talk about what's next and what's new and seeing all the innovations. And, it's funny, in the couple of years we've been doing this, seeing how companies have innovated, seeing how far Hasbro's come, seeing how far these third-party companies have come, and just really appreciating that, and really living in a golden age of collecting. And part of that golden age of collecting is having people like our viewers, being a part of it, and getting to talk about it and being excited about things. Because, there are a lot of people out there that are hobbyists, but they fail to be excited. They fail, they can't, it's like they're looking for their out, but they can't. And I just like having something where every week I can come in and there's stuff to talk about, there's stuff to be excited about, and there's stuff to be appreciative of. And again, that includes all the people in the community. So special shout out to all of you guys and gals out there who are a part of this, and it means a lot.
Absolutely.
100%.
And to my best of my knowledge, Jordan is not drunk. So
No, I'm not drunk. I mean, I'm 3 lining kugels in, so that's not
Barely got a buzz.
I barely got a buzz with my. What is this? Is this 4.5%? Yeah, 4.2%. Jeez. Yeah, these are my go-to summer beers.
But
we love you.
I think that does it for 100, guys.
I think that does do it for.
If we're gonna end on a note, I think this should be it.
Buy our shirts.
Yeah,
that's right.
Buy our shirts.
Before we go, we'll let Joe show off that shirt.
This is one of the shirts you can buy on the FAP shop at Teespring. There might be a link in the description below, possibly. I don't know.
Well, I think if we're going to do any sort of giveaway, we'll think about it. We'll do a separate giveaway video.
There you go.
But
I
think if we're gonna do anything, we should give away a figure action shirt. We're gonna figure out how we're gonna do that later on in the week. We'll have a separate video. So if you want to be rocking one of the figure action shirts, we'll let you pick the design of your choice.
Except the Dave shirt.
The Dave shirt's no longer available.
Yeah, I can think of a few guys that are in the chat every week that probably deserve a shirt. I think we should probably send them a shirt.
Yeah. So we'll figure out something special to do as a little side note to our 100th episode celebration. But we've run quite a bit over. We're almost at the midnight mark.
Maybe a little bit. This might be our longest.
I think it is. So let's get some where you ats. I'll kick mine off. You can find me on the Facebook groups as James Jordan. You can find me on Instagram as Extra Zero, Twitter at The Original Zero. You can find me on Xbox Live, PlayStation Network as Extra Zero. There's a space between Extra and Zero on Xbox. And, of course, you can find me here most every Thursday at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Moving on, if you can't use Google, T-Man978, where can folks find you?
You can find me here, just like you guys, every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. And anywhere where you can search. Well, if you don't have Google, you got Yahoo or some crap like that.
Can you still ask Jeeves?
You can ask Jeeves.
Probably.
Does Lycos still work?
What about dog piles? Is that still a thing?
What is it?
Dog pile? You don't remember that one?
No.
Oh, man.
Alta Vista? How about that?
That sounds familiar.
GeoCities. GeoCities.com/T-Man97.
Yeah, he's in a web ring. He's in a GeoCities web ring.
No spaces, no dashes, none of that. But yeah, I'm out.
All right.
He's done.
Joe Crab, where can people find you at?
Same thing here, Thursday. Also on Instagram, Figure Action Podcast. I occasionally post some really cool toy photos. Recently, some Batman Hush toy photos. So hit me up on there.
With
They
the
were
watermark.
sexy.
You will always with the watermark. You can't forget the watermark. You have to put the watermark on there, or else someone will steal your photos and put them on their own page.
And not give any credit at all.
And not that's crazy. You gotta have the watermark. Mr. Parts Former, how about you?
I am on the Instagrams and the Twitters and the Xbox Lives and PlayStation Network's all as Parts Former, and here every Thursday night.
But are you on the TikToks?
Oh,
I
yeah,
refuse.
the TikTok. That's a hot topic these days, the TikTok.
Are you?
Supposedly they're going to get bought out by the government.
The government's
Get you
still
all-
on TikTok.
Yeah.
Dave, how about you?
When I get back in gear, you'll find me on Instagram at True Star Screamer. You can find me on PlayStation at True Star Screamer. You can find me with these guys every week. And right now, that's pretty much it until I get this my life reset.
Hey, you know what you ought to do is you should take one figure on the road and you should take pictures.
Yeah, that's
Like,
cool.
I'm
through
bringing
your
the
movie.
photo booth. I'm bringing the photo booth with me. So
He wants random scenery, like while you're driving and while you're at a truck
Yeah.
stop and when you're in the
I wanna
it's
see
only an
the-
hour. No, it's only an hour and a half. It's only an hour and a half drive.
I want to see the part of North Carolina that looks less like the part of North. It looks less like North Carolina. Looks more like Virginia.
But we got so close to the end without getting off topic. But here we
Yeah,
are.
Well, anyway,
Well,
that's
we're at
gonna do it.
2 hours, 50 minutes. I think we should just stretch this out another 10 minutes and make it an even 3 hours. Maybe we could just sit here and watch Dave fondle his pussy for 10 minutes.
I'm hating this figure.
It's not done yet.
He's been on this for an hour,
I've been on. Yeah,
Oh,
I cannot
no.
get this thing.
but he's not following the instructions either. So
The instructions are someplace else right
No.
now. So I'm just,
That's close enough. Just throw him in a box.
no, he's parts foreman right now. You can't just put it in a box like that. He'll lose it.
Now, is he all complete in the box? I can't remember.
Funny enough, Parts Farmer doesn't get his name from any Transformer. He gets his name from how he solves Rubik's cubes.
I don't know what the
Hashtag
hell.
dick click. All right.
So I'm going to go up here towards the end broadcast button.
Well,
and
before
hover over it.
you press the mercy button, I was going to say that's going to wrap it up for tonight's episode. It's been great being here. It's been great having you all, and we'll be sure to see you all next Thursday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Everybody have a great weekend, and peace out.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night, y'all. Love you.
See ya.